Hey, sorry about that. We just got a package delivery like 2 seconds before we went live.
Welcome to the magic of live television, live streaming, YouTube, whatever the hell this is.
Can you guys hear us okay? I don't want to be overmodulated again. I don't know what the hell happened that last time.
Yeah, well,
Is our sound okay?
Basically every... Am I muted?
No, you're just really quiet.
Oh.
Okay, we're good. Okay, thank you guys. All right. So we're live now. Yay!
Yay!
I slept entirely through the live chat, so the recap of this is going to go completely on the lazy man, because I work like a really shitty shift.
Yeah, Pink Chicken basically, let me know when my microphone level is okay.
He says lazy man is a little echoey.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't hear the echo, but I muted the Mac, so it shouldn't be coming from that.
No, I'm just talking louder, so maybe it's coming through the wall and picking up on your mic.
Oh, okay.
We do this in sort of monastic cells now. I'm in Studio A, and Pink Chicken is in Studio B, which we also call the porn closet for fun reasons.
Yes, we do.
Okay. But yeah, the chat was interesting today. For all of us, welcome. Welcome, Bosch. Who else we got in here? We got Megadog, Ben F, Anime, Bullfrog, Evil Ash. Thank you for commenting on so many of our videos. Thank you for upping our engagement metrics. YouTube has been letting us know that our audience is engaging with us more.
Hello,
by the way,
Jim. Hello, Stats.
What's up, Jim? If anybody noticed, Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man's live stream episode 6 has like over 350 views on it now. Jack's live stream this morning, 60 viewers. And even as of now on the recording, 260 viewers. So we're already beating him at his own game.
Yeah, I guess from what the little tidbits I received from the Lazy Man, it sounded as if, I don't know, it was kind of a lackluster chat, so I didn't really miss much.
No, well, here's the deal with Jack's chats. And if he's listening too, hi, Jack, or one of his mod minions.
Hi, Jackie Femfani.
Jackie Femfani. Yeah, if those guys are listening, and I know they are, because remember a couple podcasts ago, I mentioned that Jack isn't talking. The Jack might be listening to us, and I said, how come Jack has like 500,000 subscribers or 450,000 subscribers, and he never gets any likes or subscribes? Because he doesn't tell people to like or subscribe his stuff. If you notice today, I don't know if it was Tammy or one of his other mods was like, hey guys, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to us.
Yeah, yeah, Jim. That's what the Lazy Man was telling me.
Yeah, the atmosphere in Jack's chat this morning was what I have to imagine a high school prom in 1985 Soviet Union was like. Like you're trying to allow people to have a good time, but it has to be a very tightly organized and approved good time. By the way, he started early, didn't he, guys? He started like 10 or 15 minutes early. And because I was one of the first people in there. By the way, I was my new handle, because they've burned everything else to the ground. They've banned every one of my other burner accounts. My new handle is Floppy Bowl. So everybody say hi to Floppy Bowl. Floppy Bowl is the Lazy Man.
Floppy Bowl.
Exactly, Bullfrog. You dance for the gulag. Come have fish head stew. It's wonderful. Fish head
Messi
stew
the
and vodka.
Puma.
That's what we have. It's what we have at the concession stand. Yeah, we have to talk about Junior's hair, because that was triggering him. Like...
He looks unhinged these days.
Why does Jack not play off anything for laughs? Jack has been doing this almost as long as I've been doing theater and being involved in media stuff, wanting to talk to an audience. Jack has been doing this for as long as I have. I've been doing it longer, but whatever. But Jack still does not know how to make light of himself to have a good time with his audience. Jack wants this to be... the only way I could describe Jack's chat was, of course, communist prom. But it's also like... did you ever have to go on a long trip with your family? And we'll get into this. But like, do you ever have to go with your family? Like, we used to go to the Jersey Shore, and it'd be like a 4-hour car ride, which was always amazing when I was little young. And my mom and my biological father were still together, but they were fighting like cats and dogs. And then everybody has to get in the car and go on a 4-hour car ride. And everybody's still there's a nervous tension in the air. But you're going on a vacation, so you're going to have a good time. So it's sort of like, a song comes on the radio and everybody giggles a little bit, but there's still that heavy tension in the air. Like, this shit can go off at any moment. That's Jack's chat room anymore. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me on that, but feel free to chime in.
Yeah, he's definitely in an echo chamber. Like, he only wants to hear good, positive commentary about the videos, the stuff he's doing, everything that he's released. Like, it's just... I mean, if we suck, I want to know we suck. I mean, I'm not going to probably take it well personally because that's who I am, but I'd rather know
like
that...
we suck like a keto baker. Oh, wait, we have to get into that, too.
Oh, my God. No, but I mean, like, I'd rather... I wouldn't want to, cover the truth like that. I don't think that's productive for anybody. Wouldn't you want to know that you suck and try to improve your techniques or whatever? I don't know.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, he's taking our advice whether he wants to or not, because you see him doing it. He's mentioning talk and subscribe. He's definitely taking pointers from us. Somebody in his circle is listening to Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man, even though I've never heard of him. Not seen him.
It's Gunt Food and Family, guys.
Yep. Smokeback Mountain. Do we have that graphic?
Yeah, hang on. Let me look for it. You continue to talk here while I struggle in the background.
He has this live chat on Jack's graphic today. There it is. Today's episode is sponsored by Smokeback Mountain, Gun Food and Family. Are you an aging bisexual boomer who hasn't come to terms with your sexuality yet?
Is this really Knobles, by the way? Is this really Knobles? This is amazing. It looks like Knobles. It looks like Knobles. Anyway.
You mean Nobles?
Nobles, yeah. Nobles in the Sen Pen, the central Pennsylvania.
Dirt poor Pennsylvania war. Dirt poor Pennsylvania towns go back and forth with whether or not you pronounce the K in Knobles. That's how you know we're authentic Pennsylvanians.
But seriously, if you're in Pennsylvania, go to Knobles. It's awesome, especially the Phoenix roller coaster if you're into that.
Jim says he prays for his haters. Yeah, and I mentioned Latin today in his chat, and Floppy Bowl almost got banned because I said Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, the Bible phrase, and he was like, "Murr." But yeah, Javaris Tharko is banned completely. I couldn't even get the chat window working. My actual handle is banned. The Tom handle is banned.
All of mine are banned. I don't think Meat Marine is banned because I was asleep for the chat, so I didn't get to say anything toasty this week. Also to note, he did not have a Wednesday live stream, and his reason for that was he was in a rush to get that video edited. I guess it was the keto one because we didn't get a Cooking with Jack Friday video. The Friday video was Jack on the Go, and that was him drooling over the keto chef or baker or whatever.
I think Friday's episode should not be called Cooking with Jack. I don't think it should be called Jack on the Go. I think it should be called Jack Coming Out of the Closet. Which I have to admit, it is Pride Month. Everybody happy Pride Month. Pink Chicken and Lazy Man, support all lifestyles.
Yep, happy Pride Month, happy Dairy
alternative,
Month.
Deviant, yes.
It's also Papaya Month, Iced Tea Month, Country Cooking Month, and Soul Food Month for those keeping score at home.
Yes, we're going to be debuting a new segment in the second hour of the Boys Club here today. Pink Chicken's going to have Pink Chicken Nuggets. She's going to get into a news portion of our program, much like the venerable Robin Gibbons from Howard Stern.
Cooming with I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Cucking with Jack. Yes.
I'm deceased.
We
have some shots being fired. Knobles over Kennywood. Oh.
Ooh. Again, so Pennsylvania.
I've never been to Kennywood, but I lived out in western Pennsylvania for a little bit. But yeah, I never got to go there. I'm kind of bummed about that. Someday I'll get there.
I have family members who live in Western Pennsylvania, Altoona, Johnstown, Pittsburgh. They all have fond Kennywood memories.
Yes.
But I think Knoebels still wins it because Knoebels is really so far away from everything. Kennywood is real close to Pittsburgh. Like it's like the Pittsburgh amusement park. Knoebels is owned by no one. It's like Switzerland. It's off by itself.
And you don't even have to pay to go. You could just go and walk around. It's free. If you want to pay to ride the rides, you can, but it's not required. It's interesting. It's an interesting business model that they haven't changed
the original business
as long as they've been open.
You understand that the original business model of the amusement park was a park like Central Park in New York with amusements. That's how old Knoebels is. They still hold to that idea of you're primarily coming for the fresh air because you work in dingy factories that have no environmental safety concerns. So we want to bring you to the fresh air once a week or month or year, peasant. But also there will be some amusements here for you. The industrial barons have deigned to use some of their equipment to give you a few seconds of thrill. Now you can go back to your Industrial Revolution slave jobs.
I think
that's what an amusement park actually is.
I think that's a good jumping off point because Knoebels, my brother is super.
Are you sure? Because I'm really going off on a tangent here.
Super duper into chicken and waffles. Like that's his thing. He loves getting that at any place that serves it. And
were the waffles keto?
No.
If not, Jack knows a guy.
But Jake suggested that we watch was it Jake? I don't know who it was, but suggested that we watch the Lazy Man Chicken and Waffles today. So I have that queued up. I'm not going to watch that. We're not going to watch that right away, but I have that as one of the things we could potentially watch.
Oh God, no. We're 12 minutes into it. We haven't even gone through the live chat recap yet.
Well, speed it up here, Lazy Man. No, just kidding.
Well, again, it was one note, and this is the thing about Jack, getting all of this back to where we want to be. Jack wants to have a talk show, but Jack doesn't know how to have a talk show. He doesn't know how to talk. All Jack knows how to do is be a man baby and ban anybody who says anything else other than what 5-year-old man baby Jack wants to hear.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, guys, okay, guys, I love you all. Fun, food, and family. I'm going to ask you all, if anybody wants to say anything negative, you're going to get banned immediately. But if anybody out there wants to tell me how good I'm doing on my fake eating diet,
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Okay,
but remember, you can tell me I look good, but you can't say Tammy looks good. You can say keto is good, but you can't say keto is bad, and you can't call me on what keto is because I don't know things, folks. Guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't really know stuff, but I like to talk about stuff. And when people tell me that the stuff I talk about, they can tell that I don't know what I'm talking about, that makes me angry, and you will be banned. That. If you want my recap of today's live show with Jack, that's it. I don't know stuff, and when people tell me I don't know stuff, I get sad, and my mods ban them.
Yo, Yummy Freak 3. I'm looking up your suggestion of Roscoe's. It looks like there's two videos of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. He's got one in Long Beach, California, and one, I don't know where, but it says Wing Wars. So it's possible it's the same place. I don't know.
Exactly, Jim. Like, I know we have to, again, if Jack would just admit to how weird he is, it would be okay. Because I don't know about Pink Chicken. Pink Chicken's kind of a rock star unto herself, but the Lazy Man is weird. I know that. My life path has not been the life path of the everyman. I've worked too many jobs. I've worked too many different weird things. I've got too many weird things go on. I've been in weird situations. I admit that. I'm not your working average Joe. But Jack still thinks that he has this toddler's idea of this perfect life, his celebrity delusions.
Jim, then it's probably
reality.
It's probably this one from 11 years ago. All right. Thank you for that.
Hello, Roger Thompson.
Hang on.
Yeah, exactly, Captain.
I'm going to put that to the playlist.
Like literally, Captain Charisma. In the past 3 or 4 weeks that Pink Chicken and I have been doing this live chat. Like, if you would have seen us on the first day, and thank you guys for showing up for episode 1 for us. We appreciate you guys. Bosch, Jim, you guys have always been here for us from the farms. Episode 1, if you go back and listen to Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man Boys Club episode 1, we really had no idea what we were doing. We were like, okay, now we're gonna kind of do this. If you would listen to Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man have their conversations before live stream episode 7 today, we're like, okay, here's our format. We're going to talk about chat, then we're going to talk about videos, then we're going to talk about, like, already we're evolving this. In 5 weeks, we've evolved our live chat to be way more professional than Jack ever could. Like, Jack had one topic for today, Keto Bakery, and when people were asking him legitimate questions, I was asking him legitimate questions about keto as Floppy Bowl. I think next week I'm going to come in as Pipe Fork. What else we got? Oh, See You Piggy. We got to get See You Piggy in there as well. We'll create more profiles. But Jack had one topic to talk about. All he had to do was talk about the Keto Bakery, how much he enjoyed it, how much he enjoyed eating a cookie without Tammy glaring at him or Tammy having a conversation before he starts taping and after he starts taping. If Jack would just admit to that stuff, he'd be a much happier little boy, little man-child. But he's so frustrated because it can't be how he wants it to be. It can't be, and he doesn't know what he wants it to be, but it can't be that he's looking for father's absent hugs. He's looking for that extra cookie that his mommy never gave him when he was 4. He's just in that eternal search for validation and someone else feeling pride in him. He's just searching for positive emotion, and he's not going to get it. The Jack, you're trying to fill the Grand Canyon. You're trying to fill the Grand Canyon with a thimble. Like, it's not. Nothing will ever fill that hole, Jack.
Sorry, I don't know. Like, I have like 12 Google accounts now.
And maybe like, the Meat Marine and the Keto Baker. If
YouTube is very confused.
And the Keto Baker were in front, they could fill the whole. Anyway, that's just me going off. Hey, terrible coughing! Now, terrible coughing. We have to bring this up. Terrible coughing. Were you actually banned today? Because I feel like they banned terrible coughing and then they brought that person back.
Roger Thompson. You read the chat comments. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's his problem. He self moderates in his stroke brain as he's doing the live chats, I think.
Oh yeah, I like Ricky's suggestion. If anybody wants to buy jackcomingout.store, we Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man will provide you content. We will
we'll make the shirts for you guys.
Yes, we're working on it. We're working on a shirt right now. Hashtag gastrosexual. As we all know, that Jack has substituted sex with Tammy for food in front of Tammy. So we're working on shirts that say gastrosexual, and we're kind of doing like the Macmillan's or the Oxford Dictionary definition of what a gastrosexual is. I've done some research, and I found out that people are calling Gordon Ramsay a gastrosexual because apparently the term gastrosexual means a guy who decides to start cooking and uses it as a come-on to women or whatever their sexual preference is.
That's definitely not Jack.
No.
Woman. He's coming on a dude.
I don't like that. From a purely etymological standpoint, I don't like that. Gastrosexual, because that's a gastrosexual. That's not what that means. Gastrosexual in this definition means you derive pleasure from eating that you should get from sex. It's a neurocognitive dissonance. We're gonna make shirts. It'll be great.
All right,
and our people out there will help us.
I'm gonna pull up Jabberwocky WBB's comment again here, which is
Charisma,
nice.
We have Gym Trainer gym shirts coming.
All right, so what's the deal with the rumor you guys have a lead on Joe Chavez interview? He allegedly, obviously you guys know as much as anyone else, anyone can make a burner account. Joe Chavez showed up in our live stream last week while we were on the road and said he said some very convincing things that would make me believe that he was the actual Joe Chavez. And then when I went back through and I watched after the live stream ended some of the Joe Chavez era Burger Wars, it would seem like it was the real Joe Chavez to me. I mean, I could be easily fooled probably, but it seemed genuine to me. We did ask him if he would like to do an interview or do like a podcast with us, just to get an insight as to I don't know, Jack, what it's like being with Jack in that situation, being with Jack in a Burger Wars, Jack on the Go, filming with him with the camera in your face, like what it would be like. And he said he was very humble about it. He was like, I don't know if I want to do that, but if I do, I will let you know. And I don't know if you can rewatch the live chat as it happens. The nice thing here about StreamYard is we can pull up comments as they're coming through live, so you can see them as a lower third graphic. I believe I pulled some of them up during that chat, but I have no reason to disbelieve him. But again, you guys know as much as anyone. Anyone could have like 20 burner accounts, and they're all blocked by Jack. So who knows? I mean, if Joe wants to talk to us, we're open to it. We would love to hear from him.
Maybe Paul is impersonating Joe Chavez. Maybe Paul is going deep undercover.
Oh, he's got the long con going.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lawrence Fishburne is deep cover. Remember that movie? Larry Fishburne, good guy. But yeah, we want to talk to Joe. It would be so good. It would be so good to get insight on Jack during Jack's heyday, because we're right now, because Jack has two stages.
Terrible.
Jack has young Elvis and fat Vegas Elvis stages.
Oh, we were talking
Pink Chicken
about
and the Lazy Man.
The Elvis situation this week too.
Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man were born into the fat Elvis Jack. When Jack bloated 400-pound like Elvis in like the early 70s. In the Hawaii special, he comes on stage and his face is like 4 chins, and he's like,
it's all bloated as fuck. Yeah,
he's on so many pills. He's drinking whiskey on stage. That's the Jack that we're familiar with, and the one arm. We're not familiar with young. I don't want to say svelte, but we're not familiar with younger, more
vibrant Jack. I think is a better way of saying it.
Running around all over California, and he had all these ideas, and he actually was this toddler with a YouTube show. Jack in his heyday. We're not familiar with that era. So anybody we can get that's familiar not only with what we see in his videos, but behind the scenes, because you know how thin-skinned Jack is. You know how temper tantrum prone he is. And this is Jack in his faded glory time now. Imagine Jack.
Jim, oh my God. Good job.
Yeah, okay, so there's not thin Jack and fat Jack. There's fat Jack and fatter Jack. But guys, that's from the chat. Remember, he lost
Gut Food and Family.
He lost 20 inches from various parts of his body. He said it so bizarrely in his chat today that literally everybody in the chat, even the people who are there to support him, are like, Jack, what you're telling us doesn't mean anything. What does that mean? How many inches did you lose from your waist? How many inches did you lose from your neck? Like, are you counting ankle weight loss? Like, what are you talking about? And then I, as Floppy Bowl, because Floppy Bowl is my new friend, as Floppy Bowl pressed him. I'm like, okay, Jack, if you're telling me you went into a full body scanner, then they probably did your percentages. They did your composition. So how much of the weight you lost was water? How much brown fat have you lost? What's your bone density? He knew none of these things.
I want to give you a pound for being a Sopranos fan. That's awesome. Oh my God, that's funny. I want to come back to hold on. Let me.
Bullfrog.
Ricky the Wild One said, "Did we ever see Jack Jr.'s video he made for his Napalm Church youth group?" Yeah, I did see that this week. It was that screamo genre, but what I misread your comment at first. I was thinking you were asking about the podcast video that somebody, not us, redirected to the give me entertainment.com. I don't know, they're all dumb URLs anyway, but I watched that full video, that full, like, it was an hour, that podcast of Tammy, Jack, and their church friends talking about napalming the Palestinians, and there's a lot of interesting tidbits. I know that everybody gloms on the he wants to napalm the Palestinians or whatever, but there's a lot of interesting tidbits there that people don't necessarily talk about, like him and Tammy's relationship, how they got together, like that whole backstory. It's kind of in there. It's kind of in the soup there, the meaty chili part of that video. We talked about maybe doing a full podcast, not a live stream about it, or a watch along, but that might be coming at some point. So interesting stuff there.
Well, again, what we found out as we tell our audiences, you don't come to Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man for the hot takes on how disgusting Jack's food looks in a video. You come to Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man for the deep dives. You don't come to us for shaky Navy videos of maybe a blinking light in the sky or something like that. You come to us for the alien autopsy films. You come to us for the stuff you're never supposed to see, not the stuff they admit to showing you.
Yeah, so that whole the junior video and the Instagram, the dye job, that looks like me in like 1997 when I was in like 10th grade, and I'm like, I really want to piss off my mom. How can I piss her off? Oh, I know, dye my hair orange. Like that's what it reminds me of, and I did a horrible job, and so did Junior here. And what, he's 20, 21 now, something like that. I don't even know. It's kind of embarrassing, and he missed a whole patch close to his ear. It looks like he did it himself, or at maybe best or worst, however you look at it, maybe Brianna helped him. I don't know, but it's really embarrassing. He did not go to a stylist for that, because no one would let him walk out like that. Oh, 21. Thank you, Bish Bosh.
Yeah, Ben F. I was going to say that. Oh, I can't remember the Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooter. I'm trying to remember his name.
Yeah. Oh, I was on duty for that. There was several special reports for that one. That was not a fun day. Any day there's a special report is not a fun day for me.
And that's, again, that there is nothing more Scalfani-esque. There's nothing more than Junior living up to the Scalfani name than being
James
completely
Holmes.
Tone deaf. Like, yeah. Hey, Jack Jr., why don't you grow a tiny little mustache under your nose? Nobody will think of that. No, nobody's ever thought of that before. Nobody wears tiny mustaches. You're trying to get noticed as your hip-hop alter ego, Dat Boy Cali. How about a toothbrush mustache? No, with your Aurora, Colorado shooter hair, with your shooter hair and your toothbrush mustache, you're going to get all of the.
I think I had a liquid lunch that day. I'm having a liquid lunch again today. But it was a really bad day. Like, if you're in the news, like, it kind of affects you a little bit more when you see stuff like that happen. But he definitely looks like that guy. You're absolutely correct, chat, in saying that and calling that out.
But see, it's not enough that he looks like that. It's the fact that he's oblivious about it. And if you told him, if somebody wrote to Jack Jr. and said, dude, do you know that you kind of look like the mass shooter from Colorado? He'd be like, I'm banning you, like my dad does. I'm turning off my comments. They cannot. It's the Scalfani man. It's the Scalfani impetus to not be able to take criticism honestly. To be like, you know what? I took what you said. I reviewed it. I brought it into my own heart. I revealed it. And you know what? You were right, citizen. You were right. I was acting a fool. That will never happen in the Scalfani-verse. And that's why we're here.
Yeah. So, do you want to get into? Did we recap the chat enough? Should we get into the first, which is the worst probably of the bunch?
I feel like recapping Jack's chats are kind of like Vietnam. We're gonna have stories for years. There will always be stories.
We want to watch the Alfredo bake. That's the first one that was released this week.
Oh yeah. Well, right. We did a podcast about this.
Yeah, we released a podcast about this earlier in the week. Don't ask me what day it is, because I literally don't know what day it is. This overnight shift is kicking my ass really bad. So just assume, like, go out, refresh your Apple Podcasts, refresh Spotify. You'll see it. Anyway, here we go. We're going in. We're going in dry.
Okay, guys. So it's interesting how.
Can you hear Jack's audio? Just
going, I'm
give me a nod. Right now. Either way, just making sure.
Around 27, 28 pounds down for a while now.
No, yeah.
So Tammy and I have been talking about implementing exercise, start walking around the park and all
No,
that.
you refuse to lose weight, so they're going to walk you like a poodle.
Still love Profile by Stanford. Still love the program. Even though I'm in a plateau, has nothing to do with them. That's just a physical thing.
Plateau number 6.
And it's funny because you're
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm glad you hear it. His audio is shit, by the way. This is as loud as it goes.
Like you're watching the live
show. Well, his $27 DSLR microphone is just not doing its job anymore.
We're going to have to talk about that.
Now, this video, I'm down 28 pounds and kind of just bouncing 1 pound up and down.
Yeah, the number changes in mid-sentence.
I have to tell you,
I'm down 26 pounds. I'm down 28 pounds. You know what? I lost 27 pounds.
I can totally notice. And
pause it for a second.
Wait. Hold up. All right.
Okay. This is what we talked about in the podcast. Look at his ingredient list, because he's going to get there. But look at that ingredient list. Every object on that table, every food item that Jack is going to prepare for himself here, probably without Tammy's knowledge, because this all looks like repurposed grocery list stuff. Everything on that table was bought at Sam's Club. Is there a person on the planet, other than like the 5-pound box of strawberries that you buy from there, or maybe the like ahi tuna steaks you can get cheap at Sam's Club, other than that stuff, other than like buying just frozen meat and fresh produce, is there anybody who shops at Sam's Club while trying to live a healthy lifestyle?
So my question about obviously everything here is from Sam's Club. Is the chicken fresh? Like it's hot? Like they just bought it? Yes. Like it came off of the warmer? Or has this been sitting around for a couple days? Because that kind of gives me an idea as to whether or not Tammy is actually there or not, or she left him to his own devices. Like she's like, here, do your thing. I gotta go, to the gym. Gotta see Gym Traynor, whatever.
Well, that's a good point. Remember when he made his last chicken Alfredo bake, and we talked about the medical experiment bag of leftover chicken parts she left him, and we're like, she just leaves him stuff now. She doesn't even care what he's doing. She's just like, here, I sliced up some chicken for you, and then they froze it, and then they unthawed it. And he had that Ziploc bag with the blood and the offal sitting in the middle of the table.
Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah.
What you're seeing here, this is the next stage of that. She's not even buying chicken, preparing it for him. She's just literally going to Sam's Club on her way to pick up other groceries. She sees the chicken pre-cooked. She buys him that. This is Jack saying to Tammy, hey, can you pick me up chicken for my videos? And she literally picks up the chicken that she knows she will not have to help him with. It's pre-cooked. He can rip it apart with his little flipper hands. She doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to freeze it. She doesn't have to thaw it. She doesn't have to meal prep it for him. She doesn't have to sous chef it for him. That rotisserie chicken, folks, that little chicken you see on the thing right now, that's Jack's babysitter this week. That is Tammy's. That is Tammy's token of indifference to Jack. That is the parting gift. Jack, I don't want anything to do with your videos anymore. Here, have a lovely parting gift, a rotisserie chicken. You can make all the goddamn videos you want with it because I'm done.
Also to note, if you look in the backdrop here, we see you, Piggy is back there, obviously. The Ninja Foodie. There was like a wall of spices back here that Jack said he was going to make a video about. They're not here anymore. Also, he's wearing the Purple Grimace shirt with the stains on it. That's been there for a couple videos.
Notice the shirt is tucked in, so it makes his bulging midsection look slimmer.
Jim, how did you find that? I was trying to dig into that to see where he went because I heard about that. Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to pull up a couple comments and then I'll start it back up.
Yeah, Yumi Freak said she had to step out to do some errands. That means get nailed by Gym Traynor. And he broke out all the food to do a video in secret. Again, this exact recipe he did the last time, and that's where he referenced secret eating with the crack chicken. He was like, these are the exact ingredients he used in the crack chicken. And he's like, guys, what if we hide in the closet and we eat it?
all that
secret
stuff.
eating.
So anyway, enough about that.
Secret eating, like
But
Jesus,
smart
man.
cheating. Secret eating, but smart cheating.
Smart cheating equals secret eating.
I appreciate it. Now let's get down to
yeah. They literally called him out on smart cheating in the chat today, and he was like,
and
he went off on it.
She gave me this recipe.
Like you have pissed off Jack when he mentions that I'm not going to talk about it, and then he talks about it.
Chicken bake. I'm like, what's an Alfredo chicken bake? She says, well.
This audio is atrocious.
Either
it's too loud, it's blowing out your eardrums, or it's too quiet. You can barely hear him.
It's kind of
like he must be using the onboard mic. He has to be. I know he says he has that other mic, but he doesn't. He's lying.
We have to do a product review of his equipment.
Here's the best part. It's a cooking with Jack video, but we have a Jack on the go fucking open. Okay, continue.
So here's the rundown.
I think he's doing this to fuck with you, Pig Chicken.
You can go with.
I think he's changing up his intro videos.
There's a light
if he's fucking with me, it's because of this Mexican style cheese. Why would you put that in Alfredo? What is wrong with you?
You gotta order it over the internet or something.
Wait. We have to go back a little bit. Everybody be quiet for a second. Shh. Let's hear the lie about the Alfredo sauce, because we know it's a lie.
Got some Alfredo sauce. You can go with a light. There's a light brand that I have not been able to get. I would have used it in this episode had I been able to. I've been looking for 3 weeks. It's like you got to order it over the internet or something. But we went with this. This is the healthiest version of the Alfredo sauces. With
the healthiest version. Does anyone want to pull up what the healthiest version is? Oh, spoiler alert! It's the 3-pack of what is it?
Alfredo, and it should
the Alfredo sauce.
The Bertolli Alfredo sauce.
That's what it is. Okay, we got it. Yay.
Broccoli and a rotisserie chicken that you buy at the store. Plus, you got bags of cheese. So here's the deal. We basically got to pre-cook. The chicken's already pre-cooked. The broccoli we have to steam and get that cooked.
I love when he basically admits.
Everything.
I love that he's basically admitting that he's now turned into combining with Jack. Like we have gotten to him, where he's basically admitting his crimes to us.
Well, Ben F. He's turning. He did turn the labels, but he turned the most telling part to us. We can tell the calorie count if we zoom in. But he has a potato camera, so we can't really tell because the zoom is all fucky.
I tried to read the barcodes with my phone off of the labels.
I planned on doing 2 pans, so I'm gonna do one here and one here. If you want to take one to Bible study or to Sammy's parents or whatever, we have 2.
Oh, you guys give me life. It's funny.
Like a full casserole dish if you want. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is.
So magically, we don't see the shredding of the chicken, but it happened. Also, he says that he steamed the broccoli in the bag. That is not a steamable broccoli bag. That is putting pure
by the way,
little plastic additives.
Into your food. So
the BPA is the plastic additive that gives that causes men excess estrogen. It causes gynomastica in men. It causes men to grow tits.
Well, I mean,
certain plastic additives cause men to produce
at least a double D,
estrogen.
if not more.
Indeed.
Layering with Jack. Oh my god.
Oh, Jim. It's even worse than that, Jim. Jim says, imagine how mad Tammy was when he told her to shred the chicken. Oh, no.
There we go.
It's even worse than that. Imagine how mad Tammy's going to be when she comes home and the rotisserie chicken that she bought with the broccoli to make a healthy profile by Sanford meal, Jack turned into Alfredo bake using some Alfredo sauce shit he found in the cupboard. Imagine how pissed when she comes in and she sees 2 fucking pans of this goddamn awful slop that she didn't eat the last time.
He's like, okay, honey, it's fine. We can go to Crumbly Cookie later as we drop by the kids' house.
Oh my god! In the live chat today, all somebody did was type the word "crumble" without the e on it, and the way Crumble Cookie spells it, and he was off. How do you know what Crumble Cookie is? How do you know how to spell Crumble Cookie if you don't know what that is? How do you know that?
Oh man,
The other one.
Yeah,
I
for
agree.
those other voice artists out there, if you're ever wondering how to do Jack Scalfani, basically you take a toddler's voice and you mix in a little Keanu Reeves. If you're wondering how the lazy man does Jack Scalfani's voice, it's that kind of like it's trying to be laid back Californian, but it can't because it needs to put more food in its mouth or dick. Hey, Floppy Bowl. Yeah. I quizzed him about this on his live chat, by the way. Where the hell did Profile by Sanford counselor Macy tell him that Sam's Club pre-cooked bacon was on his diet? Really, Jack? Really? Crumbled bacon in a bag that's not refrigerated that you buy at Sam's Club? That's a health food ingredient now?
I would love to see, I mean, I know our little investigative journalists here in the chat can look this up on samsclub.com. I would love to see what the ingredients in the bacon are, or the sodium content in the bacon. Bacon is.
I like Captain Charisma's plot twist. I have a different theory, Captain Charisma. What if... when Pink Chicken and I go to Sam's Club often, we go there for paper products. We go there to buy paper toweling and toilet paper. We're not proud. It's cheap, and we only have to go like once a year because it covers us.
Yeah, we buy some other stuff there once in a while if something looks interesting. But mostly like cleaning
very rarely do we buy food items from Sam's Club because it's so unhealthy. It's just meant for warehouses. It's meant. Sam's Club started off to be a restaurant supply store, as low quality food service as you could make it. So buying anything there that's processed or on the shelf is a bad idea. But anybody who's been to Sam's Club know they either sell a 20-gallon jar of something or they'll sell you an 8-pack. Like this Bertolli Alfredo sauce comes in a 3-pack.
Roger Thompson, thank you for that. One serving size of the bacon is 125 milligrams sodium for the bacon. We don't really know how much of the bacon he put in there. It looked like maybe a half to a quarter of the bag. So
it can't be good.
It's definitely more than 1 tablespoon.
Every jar of that Alfredo sauce has, because we did the math, take the serving size, multiply it servings by container. Every one of those jars,
Roger,
770 calories per jar, 70 grams of fat, 35 grams of saturated fat. The sodium is off the fucking charts. Just in percentage-wise, every one of those jars is 89% of your daily sodium intake from one of those jars.
Mr. Huth stuff brought up a good point because he's surprised that he used a full jar for each one. Why wouldn't he sauce, like, say, I don't know, 1 or 2 of the ingredients before he puts it in this chafing dish? Like, why wouldn't you mix it up, in another bowl and then dump it in? Because then it's combined throughout the entire, and you might be using less sauce by doing that. Only use as much as you think it needs to coat it. I don't know. The technique is so poor.
Look at Jack playing with that creamy white sauce. He loves to smear the hot white sauce everywhere.
Right, exactly, Metalhead. That's what I'm saying.
Jack don't spit. Jack don't swallow. Jack dribbles. He lets it dribble down.
This is gonna burn up on top.
So we always say about Sam's Club stuff. When you buy
wait. German American brings up a good point. All right, ready? Okay. We're going to watch him with the oar paddle. Watch the jump cut. Remember the jump cuts and lies if you listen to our live stream.
Yes, watch. Ready?
Watch. Okay, he's still spreading.
So looks so good. I'm getting turned on by it. I have to put that white sauce. I have to put that sauce spattered oar in my mouth.
Watch this. Watch.
Whoop.
Do you see where it went? Did you see that? Hold on. Let me go back. We need to highlight this. All right, ready? Jump cuts and lies, guys.
This is our Zapruder film moment. Zapruder film.
Watch it again. Okay, he's spreading.
Over there by the grassy
Watch
knoll.
where the paddle goes when he thinks that nobody's looking.
I'm going to show you where the paddle goes.
Here we go. Everything put together. A little pepper on top. Then I'm going to throw this in at 350 degrees. Convection. Sorry. Not convention. It's not like they're all meeting.
Absolutely not fun.
Convection oven setting. So it might take about
2 simple ingredients, folks. As with most keto recipes, it all comes down to a few simple ingredients. Jump cuts and lies.
And lies. Yep.
Throw it in the oven until this is kind of browny a little bit.
Exactly, Jim.
A little bit. You'll know when it's ready. Everything's pre-cooked in here anyway. So
if you put your ear to the speaker on your television or computer or mobile device, you can literally hear the broccoli screaming for help.
Okay, wait a minute. What the hell happened here? Let's talk about this. Because it looks burnt. It looks burnt and over-seasoned as fuck. And what is the yellow stuff going on here?
Oh, well, Martin Luther King Cobra. Awesome screen name, by the way. MLKC. Nice job. He called it out. He's like, look, if you leave the Alfredo sauce on the top, all it's going to do is burn.
Probably 45 minutes.
Exactly.
On a regular oven, okay? 45 minutes.
Looking for that
normal oven. Where is it? And 30
minutes.
minutes.
You're doing pre-cooked chicken for 45 minutes in a 400-degree oven. It's not pizza, Jack. Give the poor bird a rest.
There was another jump cut there. Did you see that? Hold on.
Hasn't it been through enough, Jack? It's pre-cooked chicken. You don't have to torture it.
And 30 minutes if you're using convection, okay?
And he cuts it like it's a lasagna.
Yeah,
like it's coagulated. Oh, jump cut. There we go. Because he must have had a struggle trying to get it out of the pan. I bet you. That he cut out.
And the cheese.
The yellow is from the Mexican cheese.
Oh, good point. Thank you. Calling it back. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Anyway, we're going to bring some over.
That random
Why didn't I make 2 trays? I know you're asking. I made 2 trays because one's going to the kids.
He can't.
Kids, right?
Okay, pause that there.
Wait. Okay, hold on.
Okay, so this is at 11 minutes and 34 seconds. He's like, oh, of course we planned this. I planned to make 2 pans because we're going to take it to the kids. If you rewind to, I think it's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, he says, oh, this second pan is for our Bible study. When he's tapping the pans,
I remember what you're saying. He has like 5 lies going on, like in his back pocket. He's like, well, we're going to do this or that or this or that. It's like
look for the video preview on the timeline. Look at the video preview on the timeline. When you see him tapping the 2 pans with his hand, that's when he explains, oh, this is for the Bible study.
Or his in-laws.
Oh, yeah, he mentions he's going to bring it over to Tammy's parents.
I'm sure they'd love that.
Can you imagine Tammy's mom? No. Can you imagine Jack's mother-in-law?
All right, so let's give us a try here.
I just feel that if Jack ever met Gordon Ramsay, Ramsay would just punch him.
After we bring the other
you fucking donkey. That's what he would say.
Don't forget.
Yeah, you stupid fuck. Look at you fat American.
Any of the Cooking with Jack or Jack on the Go merchandise, it's all in the store. Should be on my.
I imagine Gordon Ramsay would talk to Jack the same way that Colin Farrell talked to the Americans
like everybody
in the movie
knows
in
about this place.
Oh, we're on the next video.
Yep, I'm gonna I'll bring it back here before we go into that one. I put them in order because there wasn't much going on this week again. Although the Alfredo video was amazing. It's like he forgot that he just made one like 2 months ago.
Remember Ben F. and Jigma, Jack doesn't read the Bible. He goes to Bible study. So that means people read it to him.
Captain Charisma, I think this is how he makes friends. He just randomly shows up places with trays of food. The homeless, his church, random people from the church's house. Gordon would. Do you want to watch this one? The what is it supposed to be? I don't even know. Lanyap? Is that what it is?
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there in a second. We still have to talk about the jump cuts and lies because Pink Chicken and I, if you're going to go through a total of this, we did it. There are at least 7 jump cuts that we found. There are 7 jump cuts in the video, and at every jump cut, he has to tell a lie. One of the biggest telling lies is his last jump cut where he pops the food in his mouth with big old Scalfani communion tongue hanging out. And Pink Chicken and I are Jack Scalfani forensic analysts at this point. We watch his videos for all of his tells. When Jack's eyes go to the ceiling,
it's a lie.
You can tell he's going to lie. The next thing that comes out of his mouth is going to be a lie, especially when it's reviewing the food he just massacred.
Oh,
shout out to Chris Cross.
Yeah, Crisscross. What, didn't one of the guys die from Crisscross a couple years ago?
No, that was Milli Vanilli.
Oh, okay. Well,
it could be. It could be. Yeah, if anybody is familiar with the elephant scene from the movie In Bruges, I feel like that's what Gordon Ramsay meeting the Scalfanis would be like. You're not going to go up there, are you? A bunch of bloody fucking elephants. Look at you. You stupid donkey.
Yeah, I mean, I think Gordon Ramsay is following Jack on Twitter, from what I remember, and I think that's because he shouted him out when they did the Burger Wars, Joe Chavez era. Shout out to Joe Chavez. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, correct me. But anyway,
I feel like Gordon Ramsay uses Jack as his motivational aid. Like, I feel like Gordon Ramsay, when he goes to, like, because Gordon Ramsay used to be ex-British military. So when Gordon Ramsay's up at like 4 a.m. and he's planning out his business and his dozens of restaurants that he owns, and he has to go in the gym, and it's really rainy out because England's often rainy, and it's rainy in Great Britain oftentimes. And there's Gordon all by himself at 4 o'clock in the morning in the gym, and he's like, how do I get motivated? How do I bring myself to do 2 hours of intense cardio and weightlifting exercise and then go on to rule my global food and restaurant empire? I bet you Gordon Ramsay puts on his personal gym on the televisions in his personal gym. He probably has giant pictures of Jack. And he's just like, stupid fucking donkey. He just watches Jack fake cooking and fail at cooking. And you could just imagine Gordon Ramsay on the rowing machine, on a C2 concept rower or a water rower, just pulling that handle back. Stupid fucking donkey. That's not how you brine a chicken, you fucking American fat bastard.
To me, the only reason, like, I know that's what Jack hinges on. He's like, well, Gordon Ramsay follows me on Twitter. I feel like, I mean, I have a couple celebrities that follow me, and I don't think it's because they're like, oh, I want to collaborate with that person. I think it's more like they have a social media consultant, and something that you mentioned about their brand, because their celebrity prowess is a brand, got them some likes and some follows, so they followed you as a courtesy. Like, I don't think Gordon Ramsay was like, oh, Jack's a foodie, he knows what he's talking. It's not that. He's deluded himself into thinking that, but that's not what it is. That's my take on it, but I mean, you're free to,
See, this is another reason why you come to Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man, folks. The diversity of opinions we support here. Pink Chicken is just like Gordon Ramsay doesn't know who the fuck Jack is and wouldn't care if he did.
No, he doesn't.
I'm of the opinion that Jack Scalfani to Gordon Ramsay is like a hidden Santeria shrine. Gordon Ramsay worships Jack, but for all the wrong reasons. Jack is Gordon's motivation. Like, Jack is the example of what not to do.
Russell Crowe is fat. We lived in Allentown for a little bit. There was an episode of Hotel Hell, I think, or was it Restaurant Hell, that Gordon Ramsay filmed there. The Lazy Man can talk more to it because he's more familiar with the area, but basically,
the 19th episode. Yeah, it was his.
It ended up closing after it. Like,
Kitchen Nightmares. It was Kitchen
Nightmares. Okay, I feel like and there is a blog out there I was following for quite a while because I loved watching Kitchen Nightmares. I'm like, there's no way these people can be successful after Gordon Ramsay comes. Like, they're gonna fall into their old habits. Like, they have to.
Yeah, the shanty. The shanty was the shanty on 19th in Allentown, if you're familiar with the Lehigh Valley area of Pennsylvania. The shanty on the 19th used to be an old family restaurant on the west end of Allentown. It was owned by an older couple, and they had a beautiful Sunday brunch. They bring in a live musician. They were known for their salad bar, and they owned the restaurant for like 40 years. Then they got into their mid-80s, early 90s, and they retired. Somebody bought the restaurant, some young punk restaurant person bought it and took out everything that was magical and good about the shanty and just remade it into like so many different ideas. It was like a first-time restaurateur. As we always talk about on Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man, if you want to go out of business quick, open a restaurant. If you think you want to own a restaurant, you don't want to own a restaurant. It's a business from hell. So these people opened up the shanty. They tripped over themselves. They wanted, much like Jack, they wanted the attention, but they didn't want to put in the effort to make people earn the respect and attention that they want. They just want it like a toddler. So when they failed at everything else, when their restaurant got so bad that it could be on a sitcom, then they called in Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares, and Gordon happily obliged.
Captain Charisma, that's probably accurate. It seems maybe it would be higher, but yes, they were going to close anyway. And Gordon kind of glommed off of that and took that and made it into a show. Like, your restaurant is dying. Hey, I'm going to make a TV show and make millions of dollars off of, the advertising revenue. And you're going to go out of business anyway. Screw you guys.
This is what people don't seem to understand.
Oh, Ben F. He totally does.
Restaurants have a life cycle. In the best of circumstances, restaurants have a life cycle. It's like a computer server. It's going to have a certain amount of useful life, and then it's going to decline, and you're going to want to replace it or get a new one. A lot of the restaurants that Gordon Ramsay has owned and operated, the restaurants either have to get refreshed. You got to refresh the menu. You got to refresh the decor. Most of these guys,
keep up with trends, right.
Most of Gordon Ramsay and Robert Irvine make their living. Guys have made whole careers off of finding outdated, old restaurants that were either been owned by the same family for a generation or two, or new restaurants with people who don't know how bad the restaurant industry sucks. And, they're inexperienced restaurateurs. People don't understand the real thing of restaurants. They understand the fantasy of, guys, wouldn't it be great if we just cooked for a living? Again, you've obviously never done it. You've never cooked for a living if that's your fantasy. We should own a restaurant. No, every restaurant owner will tell you it's hell on earth. But much like Jack wants to be a celebrity cook. Because won't that be great? Everybody will love me. Everybody will applaud me. I will make cheese on crackers and people will think it's the second coming of Christ. No, Jack. Becoming a professional chef is hell on earth. But Jack thinks that's his career path.
I dated a guy actually that was a chef. Like, that's what his job was. He worked at Spaghetti Warehouse. He worked at Perkins for a little bit. He worked at Jack. I know you know this one, Jack River Smokehouse in Lehighton, or Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he worked there. Now he runs a very successful candy business in Pittsburgh. But his schedule was hell. He worked 50-hour week sounds like hell to me because I know what that means for me, but I think he was working even maybe 60, 70-hour weeks, getting everything set up, ordering, prepping stuff, doing the orders, because that's a whole process, hiring staff, managing staff, doing payroll. Like, you're the jack of all trades.
Regardless of industry, owning your own business sucks.
Yes.
Because you're responsible to your customers. Again, Lazy Man ran a web design and development firm of his own making for a few years. I quit it because some of my early customers were my friends and associates.
Me too, Bullfrog.
People that I knew personally. And you cannot have a good customer relationship if your customer doesn't have a good technical understanding of what's going on. It interferes with your personal relationship if your professional relationship has to be involved with that. Now, that's just web design and development. That's conference rooms and laptops and showing off designs.
Yep.
That's not cooking. That's not, on my worst day as a web design developer, on my worst day, it was like, well, let me come out of my air-conditioned office and get in my car because I had a really frustrating day of PHP coding. I never had to deal with shitty
supply
chicken.
Chain management. Hate it.
I never had to deal with rotten food or some customer yelling like, your food made me sick, or, having to stay open to the wee
Or have
hours.
the Scalfanis waddle in and tell you that they didn't have any bacon on the burger.
We're definitely going to have to put the In Bruges clip on the menu here. I know people like Bosch and Jim Adams that probably know what I'm talking about. A bunch of fucking bloody elephants.
Right. I mean, when you show up to a restaurant opening, I mean, it looks amazing, but you have no idea. Like, much like behind the scenes of a television station. If you know what the hell is every single day to get a broadcast on the air, if you knew what the hell and the sweat and the tears and like the screaming and everything to get that restaurant opened, like you may eat there or you may not eat there because you're like, oh, they did that, they took that shortcut, they did this. You're seeing how the sausage is made, basically.
Yes. But see,
and
again,
it's not good.
every business and industry has that saying, how the sausage is made.
Right.
The problem about the restaurant industry and cooking is it's actual sausage. It's actual animal parts and smells. And like, when you deal with that on a daily basis, you either have to have a very professional attitude towards it or accept it, that this is the reality you've chosen for yourself. Jack still has this child's understanding, like, I want to be a movie star. Are you sure? Or worse, I want to be a rock star. I want to be a YouTube rock star chef. You know how most rock stars die?
Bloated like Elvis.
Right.
Like the bloated Jack Elvis that we see today here in Tennessee.
But we have to mention, it is awfully entertaining. And that's why you come to Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man.
All right, so it's
we're at the top of the hour. I felt
we're at the top of the hour, so we're gonna read the headlines. All right, here, let me see what I got here.
Before we do that, just to wrap up, this is on CNBC on their Make It. This is CNBC's entrepreneurs section. This was published on March 15th, 2016, by a journalist called Jarrett Bellini. Bellini. That's orange juice, peach nectar.
We're gonna be having that for brunch tomorrow. Yay.
That's why I bring it up. He says, according to his research, 60% of new restaurants fail within the first year, and nearly 80% of the remaining ones shutter before their fifth anniversary.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So 60% fail right out the gate, and then of the remaining 40%, 80% fail off of that. Somebody who's good at math out there, somebody figure out those numbers. But it's 80 or 90% fail.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Malfont is peacing out. Thank you for hanging out with us, Malfont.
Thank you. We appreciate you. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, Jabberwocky. Jack gets hired as an interior design consultant. Going back to Keto Baker. Was anybody else laughing when Jack's like?
Yeah, there's only one article.
Franchise? I can help you franchise.
Exactly one.
Guys, I can help the Keto Baker franchise.
Melfonte, you can watch it back later. We're gonna go for a little bit yet.
the Keto Baker could live in my house, and he and I could franchise once a night, maybe twice on Sundays. We could get all the franchising. He can franchise all over me.
Ben F., if you want to share that link in the chat, I'm not gonna restrict you from doing that. I think you can. If not, send it to me. I'll share it. It doesn't matter. He only had one article in his entire career. His entire, 12 years now? 13, something like that. Almost going on 15 years. I'm using Jack math. You see how that worked? I'm losing 12 pounds. I'm losing 13. I'm losing 15. Whatever. Anyway, I've lost
20 random inches from around my body.
Anyway, so, oh my gosh, there's so many comments. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, he's had one article written about him in the entirety of his career, and it was happened in the beginning of his career. It's like YouTube guy, blah blah blah, finds success on YouTube or something like that, and it's by a local paper. Like, it's not even a national paper. By the way, I was in the New York Times, bitch. I made it to national news, bitch. So come at me, Jack. I would love. I'm my best PR person, so if Jack wants to come at me and have me be his PR person, I would be more than happy to oblige, because I know a lot of people in a lot of places.
In case anybody read Pink Chicken's article in the New York Times, I have to tell you that the hostages she took are doing fine. Kind of a Stockholm syndrome developed. They still write us. The people she took hostage still send us gifts on Valentine's Day. It's actually kind of beautiful.
I hate power leveling like that, but like I literally was in the New York Times because I know somebody that works for the New York Times. Like you have to network. You're your own best PR person. Like why isn't he working the news stations in Tennessee? Why isn't he working, I don't know, the papers in Tennessee? Why isn't he looking for the influencers in Tennessee? Because Jack is an old ass dumb fucking boomer and doesn't
because
care.
what happens with Jack happens with all fakes and wannabes. The fakes and wannabes think that it's impossible, that there are impossibly high walls
Thank
to
you,
get
Ben.
to do what
I'll
you
look up
want to
here.
do.
Let's see.
And because they think that people are trying to keep them away from something. So then they go to their first entrepreneur networking event. They go to their first small business thing, and they talk with people who are in the industry or doing the thing that they want to do. They want to have a show. They want to write a book. They want to write a play. They want to have a TV show. And they talk with the creators. And the creators tell them, it's really hard to do this. If you're going to do this, you got to put in the hours. It's like a musician. You got to sit at the piano for 8 hours a day. You want to get good at this? You got to put in the hours. You got to pay your dues. And people like Jack are like, nah, I still think I can do some shortcuts. I could be the lazy person's way of doing this. Maybe that'll be my shtick. I'll be the lazy guy. I'll be the lazy man, and I'll be the lazy man's cooking show. Shout out to Richard Jenny, by the way.
All right, I brought it up. Oh, hold up. Oh God, I hate the paywalls. Can I just say that?
The problem with Jack is when he finds out how hard it is to do it, and then so they're like, but you know what? If you actually have talent, if you actually have creativity, it doesn't take that much hard work. If you want an opportunity, you have to put your time in, but opportunities will come to you. Jack has had those opportunities. The problem is every time those opportunities come to Jack, he is found lacking. Again, Jack was across the room from a McConaughey. Jack made it. Jack made it into the rooms. He scaled those high walls. But when Jack was put on the table and they said, look, you want to make a sauce? Your sauce sucks. Jack was found lacking. And that's the part that Jack doesn't understand.
Well, anyway,
why aren't I more famous?
This is the article. It's in the OC Register. It's paywalling me right now, guys. It's lazy food dude scores huge on YouTube. Oh my God, I hate paywalls. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Let me see if I can. March 10th, 2012 at 10 a.m. That's what we got. So anyway, if you want to pay for the article, be my guest, but I'm not gonna because I feel like that's morally wrong. I like journalists, but having to pay for certain things, like knowing your own personal safety seems like a little bit of a stretch. But anyway, let's get into the news of the week, shall we? Because it's 3:09 p.m.
That's right, folks. We are debuting a new segment here on Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man. Pink Chicken has developed her series called Pink Chicken's Nuggets. These are going to be Pink Chicken's Nuggets with news sauce. We don't have a graphic
yet. We
did invent this 9 minutes before we went to air, so there's that.
Thank you, Ben F. I will look into that. Anyway. I wanted to, because everything is a day now. That's the whole like news cycle. Like today is National What the Fuck Ever Day. now today 6/5 is National What the Fuck Ever Day. But for the last week, 5/31 was Macaroon Day. 6/1 was Olive Day, Hazelnut Cake Day. 6/2, which unfortunately wasn't when Jack released his video, was Rotisserie Chicken Day. 6/3 was Egg Day and Chocolate Macaroons Day. 6/4 was Cheese Day, Donut Day, and Cognac Day. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. 6/5 was Gingerbread Day. Today's 6/5. Veggie Burger Day and Moonshine Day. So, guys, get your moonshine on. Tomorrow, 6/6 is Applesauce Cake Day, whatever the fuck that is. You would think Jack would use some of these prompts, like so somebody would, he would use some of these prompts like, hey, it's National Donut Day, let's try to make a lazy man donut or something. No. Ongoing. So the month of June is Dairy month.
Today is also World Environment Day.
Okay. Dairy month, papaya month, iced tea month, country
Did
cooking
you say
month.
National Veggie Burger Day?
That's 6/5, yes.
That's
Veggie
today.
Burger Day. Yeah.
Not that we want to bring up Pink Chicken's job and how time shifted she is, but every once in a while we do have to remind Pink Chicken that today is in fact June 5th.
Thank you.
We just gotta remind her what day it is.
Anyway, like I said, ongoing June, dairy month, papaya month, iced tea month, country cooking month,
Chorizo.
soul food month, pride month. All right. So the headlines this week: 5:31. Nathan's Independence Day hot dog eating contest will return to a live audience this year in Coney Island, or is it on Coney Island? Anyway.
On Coney Island.
On July 4th at 11 a.m. Last year's competition was a media invite-only event and was held at a private location due to the pandemic. So look forward to that, guys. I'm sure it'll be broadcasted live, probably on ESPN, because they suck.
You know who could help them? Jack Scalfani, because one of our most celebrated early Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man podcast episodes was how to make the perfect hot dog.
Anyway, yes, correct. But from one of the producers that I work with told me that there's a whole ass documentary on the hot dog eating contest that it goes into the techniques as to why like people like put the bun in the water and all that kind of stuff. I don't know where it is. I didn't like do that research, but there is a documentary somewhere that exists.
Do I need to do my old Howard Cosell impersonation? Who will take this slalom of sausages championship this year? Will it be the hometown favorite of Joey Chestnut or the foreign interloper Takeru Kobayashi? Who will take the crown in Nathan's hot dog? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Does anybody remember Howard Cosell? Am I old?
So I'm trying to read and look at your comments at the same time. Anyway, headline 6-1. That was Tuesday. Domino's launches pizza rice bowls in Japan for 799 yen, which would be $7.27 US dollars. You can choose from 7 classic topping combos. It includes mozzarella and butter rice. No word if this product will be coming to the US via ABC News. Higher prices will be on the menu as restaurants face big challenges this summer thanks to rising costs in food supplies and labor. That's obvious. ABC News for the source for that. Tuesday, that was when we were blessed with the terrible Alfredo video. Binging with Babish star celebrity / star Andrew Ray got married to his producer, Jessica Opon, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, on his 9 million subscriber special, Kettle Corn from the Community.
She's a fan of our show.
Officiating the wedding was former Community and the Soup star Joel McHale. On this episode of Binging with Babish, McHale also plugged his new game show hosting gig called Crime Scene Kitchen. Each episode of the show begins at the scene of a crime, a kitchen that was used to make an amazing mouth-watering dessert that has since disappeared. The chef teams of 2 are challenged to scour the kitchen for clues and ingredients to figure out what was baked. Next, each team must duplicate the recipe based on their guess for celebrity judges, Curtis Stone and cake artist Yolanda Gamp. Crime Scene Kitchen airs Wednesdays 9/8 Central on Fox.
Well, we have called Cooking with Jack Crime Scene Kitchen for years. If Jack Scalfani's kitchen was any more of a crime scene, he'd have yellow tape up in front. He had Piggy. Piggy would be a forensic analyst. Piggy would be like the Jerry Orbach of the Jack universe.
I have a signed Jerry Orbach picture. He was a Wilkes-Barre man, so that's why much respect to Jerry Orbach being a pool shark in the Wyoming Valley. Anyway. Headline 6-2, major meat processor JBS continues to come back online after a ransomware. This was a big story this week. After a ransomware attack similar to what happened to the Colonial Pipeline. Does that explain
Jack's chicken wing shortage?
Possibly. Well, they said meat processor. It wasn't specific what type of meat. I think it was both beef and chicken. I don't know. It is expected to drive up
there for a second. Jim Adamson brings up that Jack mentioned today on his live chat. This is one aspect of his live chat we didn't get to. He mentioned that he's going to do a basics episode. That Jack is going to have a whole channel about doing simple meals.
Oh, right, you did mention that, yeah.
And everybody in the chat is like, so basics with Babish. Basics with Babish. Jack, are you trying to be Babish? And Jack was like, Babish? I don't know who that is. Babish? I don't pay attention to anybody. Remember, because Jack is an artist unto himself. He is Ansel Adams out in the wilderness, just taking pictures of mountainsides, just letting nature tell him what to do.
He's an artist unto himself.
Exactly.
But anyway, so this JBS came back online, or was trying to come back online this week. I haven't followed the news headlines today, but it's expected to drive up the cost of meats, which are already high and rising. So if you're eating out, it's probably going to be a situation for you. It was a Russian-linked attack, much like the pipeline was. Sam's and Costco.
You must give us 1,000 BTC Bitcoin, or Mr. Scalfani will never be able to shove more tube meat down his throat.
Sam's and Bitcoin. With a T, Co. announced that they are bringing back samples. Sam's relaunches its samples this week to its nearly 600 clubs, using new safety measures such as sealed samples on weekends.
If you give us Dogecoin, maybe Jack could have a chicken wing or two. That's the most we can do.
Sam's additionally dropped. See, I'm drinking, and that's why it's happening. Anyway, Sam's additionally dropped the mask mandates for fully vaccinated customers. Costco brought back its samples for the first week of June to its 550 locations. Wegmans, for those of you that are blessed enough to have a Wegmans in your area, has no plans of bringing back self-food and for its hot and cold food bars. This is an NBC article. So they reached out to BJ's, Whole Foods, and Trader Joe's, but they didn't return their request for comment. Dollar store chains are starting to offer fresh groceries at some stores after years of criticism because they don't provide. Go ahead.
Is this all one article? Or you
no,
you jumped through three. You're reading news.
No,
articles
I'm just telling you all the stuff that happened this week in the foodie universe.
You're giving but you read 3 headlines in a row. If you're going to do that, say one headline and then let us discuss it. At least say something about it before you go right into the next one.
Oh, sorry. Discuss.
Okay. Usually, well, okay. So the dollar store is offering fresh food items. You know that's going to be a nightmare because there's no way with the amount of Dollar Generals that are on the East Coast, how they're going to be able to supply fresh food. They can't do it now. They don't have enough people to harvest the fresh food, much less throw it into your local Dollar General. So they're going to be they're either going to have to come up with some kind of substitute, or they're going to go whole hog into the GMO world. Yes, in 5 years, you're going to be able to buy a fresh strawberry in Dollar General, but are you eating it or is it eating you?
Well, when they say dollar store chains, they're talking about Family Dollar and Dollar General, not like Dollar Tree or any of those other lower class. I don't want to say lower class, but Dollar Tree is kind of lower class as compared to Family Dollar and Dollar General.
You take that back. My family was born and raised on Dollar Tree. Well, no, I actually had a discussion about this with a friend of mine who works retail management, and I said each of the different flavors of dollar stores have their own thing they're trying to be, and they separate each other. They do pretty good about differentiating their brand experience. So in my world, you have Family Dollar, which basically acts like a Kmart from the 80s. They try to do a little bit of apparel, a little bit of health and fitness, health and beauty stuff. They try to do a little bit of makeup, a little bit of cosmetics, a little bit of toys. Family Dollar is kind of like Kmart's if there was no Kmart on this planet. Family Dollars are like that.
Kmart.
Then you have Dollar General, and a Dollar General originally started off as a Family Dollar ripoff, but whatever corporate conglomerate took over Dollar General, they have now basically said, how do we get Fortune 500 brands? How do we get Procter & Gamble and Unilever to supply products to the lower classes, to the what is becoming in America the permanent underclass. So Dollar General now has full shelves full of recognizable brands, but it's kind of like they undercut it in some way. Can you get a pack of Oreos in Dollar General? Yes. But pound for pound, cookie for cookie, those cookies, those Oreos in Dollar General are somehow going to cost you more than if they were in supermarkets. Dollar General is a little bit insidious, but you can get stuff there that are recognizable brands. Whereas in Family Dollar, you would get hopefully Hydrox.
Here's what I can impart on you based on when I worked at Kraft Foods. There was a whole donations. What was it? Donations and
liquidations, clearances?
Liquidations, thank you. Donations and liquidations department.
Wow, I've never even worked for Kraft Foods, and I got that one up top.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the other word. Because drinking. Anyway, they would try anything that was salvageable. You could, like, the box might be dented, the code date might be short. I'm trying to think of other situations. Like, if the product looked like it could be sold, they would try to sell it. If it was, the box was mangled and you only had like wheat thins, say. The box was mangled to the point where you only had the interior bag that it's enclosed in.
Wheat thin crumbles.
They would donate that. There was kind of like a sliding scale. Like, if you could still sell it, it would be donated to or liquidated to Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Dollar whatever. If it was beyond, you couldn't make out what the hell the product was, it was donated. That's how that kind of went.
Right.
Yes.
And then once you get past Dollar General, then you get to Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree is the most fun of the major dollar chains, because Dollar Tree is kind of like it's like a step below Dollar General and Family Dollar, but it's more fun because it's literally like whatever they can find, whatever they can get through their import-export warehouse goes into the Dollar Tree. Helium balloons? Yes. Shelf-stable cheese? Why not? Weird craft items? I bought like 12 packs of multicolored glitter there for a theater project I was working on. Dollar Tree used to be my go-to place. Like, if you're doing community theater and you don't have an actual prop warehouse near you or a place to buy props, you need fake money or just fake coins or weird bottles or little set decor items or some weird character item, a fishing net, or you need really cheap to be able to make stuff. You can make it at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is great for it's not even like a real store. You can get cookie tins and hobby stuff and craft scissors, and it's all $1. So for like $20, if you want to put a cosplay outfit together or do something for the kids, that like a science fair project or an art fair thing, you could do it at Dollar Tree. That's a lazy man's commercial for Dollar Tree.
So bringing it back, so Family Dollar will offer certain fruits and vegetables, frozen poultry, and beef, which I think we already knew they offered, out of approximately 100 of its 7,000 stores. That's the key. Dollar General has produce at 1,300 of its stores currently. It has plans to add produce to 1,000 more in 2021. Dollar General has a total of 17,000 stores, and that's courtesy of CNN.
How much?
So
how
believe
long,
the fake news if you want to.
How long until Dollar General gets bigger than Walmart? How long do we think that's going to take?
Oh, I don't have a number for Walmart stores, but I'm sure it's up there. I'll have to look that up for the next live stream.
That was always the topic of conversation among my friends and I, was like, what's going to put Walmart out of business? Like,
it's
how
Dollar
do you
General.
go cheaper? How do you go cheaper? How do you go cheaper? How do you get people in the lower classes? How do you get them? How do you wrest the idea of Walmart out of their hands? I feel like Dollar General has attacked that problem and is actually succeeding at it. If they're at 17,000 locations already, and there are places where Dollar Generals are that no Walmart would ever go. Dollar General specializes in like the 5,000 to 8,000 or the 10 to 15,000 square foot retail experience.
All right, I'm going to just blow through the rest of these because there's not many more. Produce costs may drop in June. Produce only. With supply going up due to a bountiful harvest. That's courtesy of the list, a Scripps property. Amazon, Walmart, Target announced days of deals. This is not necessarily a food headline,
but Ben F., what is keto? What is keto? I don't know.
Amazon's days are 6/21 and 6/22. Walmart has 6/20 to 6/23. Target has 6/20 to 6/22. If you're in the market for pots and pans, knives, and ninja foodies like Jack is,
you know Jack is always on the lookout.
You're covered with. You have the whole whatever. You look for their deals, basically. The FDA.
Does that mean we have to look forward to more product reviews from Jack because he's going to go on a shopping spree on Amazon?
Well, they're going to be. He's going to be sponsored by them. The FDA issues a warning about eating cicadas. You should avoid eating them if you're allergic to seafood, as they share a family relation to shrimp and lobsters. Courtesy ABC News. Shrinkflation may start to occur. Manufacturers are changing packaging, weight, or size without changing price. You may see thinner rolls, lighter bags, smaller packages due to rising production costs.
Keto?
And inflation. Did somebody write that?
Guys, I hope you're taking notes because there will be a quiz on all of this later. We'll have to know the percentages of
cicadas. This is timely, though. This is timely. YouTube food challenger Raina, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right, Raina Hong. Her YouTube is Raina's Kitchen. She has 482,000 subscribers. Was kicked out of a restaurant in Boulder, Colorado. Accused of being a scammer. The restaurant owner of Steve-O's Pizza, not the Steve-O, by the way, and Ribs, accused her of being a professional food competitor while partaking in the OMG 28 eating food challenge and kicked her off the property. And they're receiving a lot of hate and feedback about that, as I'm sure you could be aware. There's also a new Salmonella outbreak traced to raw.
Now that's relevant.
This is timely. To raw frozen breaded chicken products. State and federal officials are investigating a multi-state Salmonella outbreak traced to raw food, or raw frozen breaded stuffed chicken products. Blah blah blah. It's affected 17 people so far.
Remember, folks, employees must wash their hands.
Friday was National Donut Day, so retailers such as Duck Donuts, Tim Hortons, Krispy Kreme, and Dunkin' are offering deals or have offered deals, free donuts, other promotions to get you in the door.
Hot Canadian holes are our specialty.
TikTok has introduced a new viral coffee trend called Profi.
There's Timbits if you don't swing that way.
Which is protein and coffee. The drink, which combines a protein shake and a cold brew coffee, which Lazy Man has several ideas about. Anyway, dietitians say it's not unhealthy, but it should not be changed out for a regular meal. The Anthony Bourdain documentary trailer just dropped.
If you drink cold brew coffee with protein shake in it, you deserve the jokes about your top knot that people are going to say about you, because that's how hipster that is.
The Anthony Bourdain documentary just dropped. There's no happy ending. Morgan Neville's documentary Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain, follows the life of the world-renowned chef and restaurateur and author who died via suicide in June of 2018. Morgan Neville was the filmmaker behind the Mr. Rogers biopic, Won't You Be My Neighbor? And it's going to be released on July 16th. People are putting mustard on their watermelon, and apparently it's not bad. Singer and songwriter Lizzo duetted a video from TikTok user Yummy, who seems to have started the trend. And my favorite one of the week, Airbnb is celebrating 25 years of Macarena with a Spanish getaway featuring Los Del Rios. Starting June 28th at 10 a.m., bookings will be available on a first-come, first-served basis in a villa in, I don't know how to pronounce it, Spain, as part of the 2-night stay, which begins on August 3rd.
Okay, can we skip over any stories where we don't know how to pronounce stuff? Because that's what we make fun of Jack for.
No. Los Del Rios will teach you how to dance the Macarena, blah, 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 etc. So let's get into the next video. Sorry. I've been so bored at work. I don't know what to do with all my unspent energy. So this is what I did all week.
You don't have
I hope you appreciate it.
Every one of our 5 remaining listeners in our chat know exactly how bored you were this week. This litany will live on in infamy for history. It will be a monument to you as to how bored you were this week. Trust me, everyone knows.
No, I don't think they do. All right. Anyway, let's get into this. We're gonna go to what is this nonsense? Oh wait, hold up. Why is this not playing? There we go.
If you like
Lynn Yap
Cajun food, you like New Orleans, this is the place to go. It's I think I'm in Goodlettsville, right alongside the freeway.
Lagniappe is an old Cajun word for marriage falling apart, and you'll see why.
Lagniappe. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. Lagniappe. Oh, it shows how to pronounce it right there. It's called Lagniappe. There you go.
You put it on the sign so jackasses like me can figure out how to say it.
It is. So I believe them. It's their place. So anyway, I noticed this. Look at this bad boy.
Jim, I literally think we could probably get his profile by Sanford Counselor to do an interview. I think we can make that happen.
The wind's blowing. I could smell everything they've ever smoked since they opened the doors.
That is literally the same style of smoker that they use in West Texas Investors Club. That's literally the same style of smoker.
Not a big place. There's my lovely wife sitting over there waiting for me. I just want to show you 360.
Yeah, and patiently, she's not happy with you, Jack.
Notice he sat her next to the Meat Marine flag.
A little shop here. Look at that.
Look at that.
So cool.
Look at this. Look at that. Look at this.
These people all in here. It's really nice. So,
yeah, she looks thrilled, Jack.
Really good with here too. Look, you guys. Once again, it is a QR code, and then they've got a can of Cafe Du Monde. What is that? Coffee and chicory. That's kind of like a holder for what? What is that inside it?
Your silverware and your napkins.
Oh, okay, cool.
She's like, hey, dumbass, it's your fucking silverware.
That's salt and pepper.
This one right here.
It's salt and goddamn pepper. Is there anything else you want to know?
Oh, this is so exciting. This looks so rustic.
So do you want me to show you their
Meanwhile, she's texting her beau. This part kills me. What the fuck, even? Oh my god. Me is texting Jim Traynor.
Oh, she absolutely is.
Can you read any of this, anyone?
No one can read any of this. This is the worst way of doing this ever.
Literally, I've passed this place a million times since I moved here.
That's jump cut.
Never been in. It's been here and I've never been in. Their menu's amazing. This is going to be probably the best. I'm guessing the best food.
This is amazing.
Or by you or whatever.
I haven't even eaten it yet, guys, but their menu is amazing. I haven't even eaten any of it yet, but I can tell you already I'm going to give it an A+.
They were just okay. It's kind of like frozen seafood stuff. But anyway, they've gotten the charred grilled oysters. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
Got, fried pickles.
That's a good point. Jim, thank you for pointing that out. I didn't even realize that was her in the background.
Today, which is weird. Not a Mexican restaurant. But they have fish tacos and they have shrimp tacos. So
she's not ordering the food. She's propositioning the bus boy to go behind the dumpster out back. She's giving out dry birthday handies
and coffee.
Oh,
kind of like they say it
gross.
A Cuban.
Oh, there's a child. Now, if you know anything about YouTube video rules, you're not supposed to have children that aren't yours in your video.
Jalapenos. Tim is going to give us a taste.
Oh, here we go. Listen to this. Listen to this shit.
Listen.
What is that? That Ronaldo sauce?
Probably.
Remoulade.
Whatever.
Remoulade.
Ronaldo sauce.
Hot,
Jack
yeah.
would like to get Ronaldo sauce all over his cooked veggies.
Here comes the cooking. I'm gonna pee my pants. Stop it.
Sour.
No,
Mhm. Be careful. It's a hot one.
He's gonna put a straw in it, Evil.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Look at this.
Romilade.
Coffee. Beautiful.
I got the same thing.
The same thing I did.
I got
We
some.
got it's called the Cajun coffee.
Cajun
And they
coffee.
said it's like an
He-
espresso, more
We
like a-
okay. Wait. Hold up. Hold the phone. Jack
Yes.
went on a vacation to
New Orleans.
Nolans, as the locals call it, 7 months ago. 7 months ago, and he ate at, what is this place called? Dumont
Café
Coffee?
du Monde.
Cafe Dumont. Thank you.
World famous Café du Monde.
World famous Cafe Dumont, and he's like, "What is
No,
this
Cafe
coffee?
Dumont.
I've never had this coffee before." Is he
Cafe
that
Dumont.
stroked out, or is he just like
Cuban coffee.
trying to make conversation at this point?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, Jigma. It's standard
So,
coffee
on
and
the ground when
chicory.
you pick
There's
it
a
up.
can on the table.
No.
I use one
There's a
of
can
my
of the
pickles.
coffee they
My
use
pickles
on the
are
table.
freaking oysters.
Thank you, Roger. I don't know. I'm from the Northeast.
Dang, she told me.
Nolans.
Ooh, you just missed the snap that Tammy gave to Jack.
Oh, did that?
Wait, hold up. I'll go back.
Oh, the oysters it usually comes with
Oh my God! Hold on.
there's chicken and do
Sorry.
sausage, right?
Why does he blow out your ears with this audio? I can't.
Because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, there's some tongue there. Did you see the tongue?
Good company.
I try to look away when his tongue pops out.
Hot sauce.
Espresso.
Thank you.
Kind of like when you go to visit your grandpa in a nursing home. You're like, Grandpa, put that away.
No, Ben F. He has no idea what the hell he's doing.
Jack has no interest in the oysters or the tacos. Jack only wants to eat the sausage.
Like, his audio is so quiet from his iPhone or whatever he's filming with, and then he blasts your eardrums out with his stock audio.
That's why you use with Tabasco.
Well, that's his pre-recorded YouTube music, guys. He talked about in the live chat.
She probably slapped their mama.
Where did he say where he got it from? Because I know YouTube has some stuff built into the back end, but
he mentions it. Yeah, he mentions that he's getting his music from the YouTube library.
I tried to look for some of this audio disaster music, and I couldn't
just
find
fell
it.
out of his mouth again. It's literally like we say that watching Jack is like a man baby. We call him a toddler. He eats like a literal fucking toddler. Food falls out of his mouth. Let's see what falls out of his mouth
Oh,
now.
did you see Third Gen's comment? It's gastrosexual.
Yes. Yeah, she's making him eat tacos.
Joe Chavez said his music was from Pond 5. All right, we're going to have to look into that.
Yeah, now watching this video in context of what he was talking about in his live chat today,
Gotta put more hot sauce on everything.
about how he's strictly living under 1,000 calories, and how everything is strictly monitored. You missed it, Pink Chicken. He went on for like 20 minutes. You can ask Jim.
Very flavorful though, but I didn't think
You can ask Terrible Coughing. He was adamant today
But everything
about
else
how little he's eating.
The coffee was great. The fish was awesome. The tacos, it was just all good. It was all good. Tammy really liked it too. I would say.
All right, I'm going to pause because there's nothing of substance here. All right, let's go on to the next one.
That's right, third generation. That's right, third generation German American. Oysters, not pickles, Jack. Oysters, not pickles. Jesus wants you to stick with the oysters and the tacos, Jack. Don't go for the pickles and the sausage. But you know he can't. Because just when you think that Tammy is getting him back on the straight and narrow of getting him to eat more seafood, wink, wink, Jack's like, fuck it. let's drive 5 hours to the Keto Baker Bear guy.
So do we? What are we naming this new chef guy in Jack's life? Like, what's his name? Like, we have Meat Marine, who's a long past memory. We have is it the Keto Baker? Like,
I'm calling him the Baker Bear.
Baker Bear.
Yes.
He's definitely a neckbeard. So
yes.
All right.
He's a nice stocky gay character.
Okay, here we go. We're going in.
Almond Ranger, also good Jigma.
Here's a little road trip. We came here last night to make sure we knew what the place was because we're not used to this area. We are in
right into the handicap spot. Mississippi. Right into the handicap spot.
That building over there.
Not even giving it a thought that there are. Wait, go back a little bit. Rewind a little bit. We got to watch this when he's pulling into their driveway. Rewind a little bit. Let's check out that parking lot.
Right there. A little road
right there. See the white car? There's another one.
Last night to make sure we knew where the
place
was.
There are three spots. Three spots that are not handicapped that are just as close to that door. Neither of the two people in this video are truly handicapped. Building over there, and yet there he is pulling into the handicap spot to deny a truly disabled person, somebody who might actually need a wheelchair or might actually have mobility issues. No,
pastry chef that runs the place, and I believe
he uses his. I snapped my Achilles tendons because my tum tum's too fat, so I get a handicap placard now. He's done that.
Hold up.
Sorry. It triggers me. It triggers me.
No, I understand what you're saying. I want to clear the air here. On not this Saturday, not last Saturday. What was that? 3 Saturdays ago, Jack said he completely is able to drive a vehicle by himself. He has no handicap. He's able to use he's able to operate a moving vehicle. His license wasn't suspended. He has no handicap. He's perfectly capable of driving a vehicle. Why the fuck are you parking in a handicap spot then? We know you can't fucking drive. We saw your waddle. We saw your stroke arm. And we know it's your primary arm. Who are you lying to? At least make a believable lie.
It is the epitome of boomer entitlement.
Oh my God.
Why do the handicapped people get to park so close to the cars? Why do the handicapped people get to park closer than I have?
Right. Thank you, guys. You see it. Okay. Anyway, starting it back up.
So we drove here to check it out and bring back some treats and review some of the stuff, and lots of people are interested in this.
This is like 5 minutes of bullshit content, by the way. This video
last night. That's their building.
It's 5 minutes of Jack trying to the bakery isn't open yet. I gotta fill some content.
One of the places that
his bullshit openings where he babbles on for too long. This is just the appetizer. This is just the amuse-bouche. Wait for what we get.
We're going to go in there in a minute. They're about ready to open their doors, and we will show you what it's like.
Fart.
That somebody walked by, and I'm guessing he works there because
it does. It looks like
they're not open yet.
A campus.
They're open for another 15 minutes.
Oh, it totally is.
So we're going.
That's why I asked him in his live chat.
Okay, I'm going to pause it again. Sorry. Because if you listen to this bullshit that he spews on this video, this whatever this building is across the street from, what was it? MSU?
Mississippi State.
And apparently this what were we calling him? Keto Carl, the Keto Marine, whatever.
Keto Baker Bear.
Was a graduate of the school. Like, they apparently have some kind of food program at MSU.
Jack wouldn't do any research because obviously that's not what Jack does. But I'm thinking that this could be some kind of food technology-based incubator program that Mississippi State is offering. So they might not be on the They might not be on the campus proper, but they're across the street from it. So I feel like the university owns this building, and to their graduates and entrepreneur students, they make space available at a reduced rate. If you promise to open up an eatery or bakery or something the kids from the campus can enjoy, this seems to be the kind of win-win situation that an economic development corporation or a forward-thinking university campus would do.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so anyone
Almond
wants to
Ranger.
Photoshop this, a dick in his mouth, that's cool. All right, here we go.
And then we'll take you guys inside.
That's rude.
But kind of interesting. You know, you don't just drive 5 hours unless it's interesting, right? So I'll take you guys
Ranger.
there.
You know,
love
Okay,
it.
let me
I
give you the
love
rundown
it.
how this is going to work.
I love
okay?
it.
So Tammy,
you know, Jack
always
tries to
thinking
deflect
she's so
suspicion for his
Anyway,
true
she
motives
said what we're going to do is
of having
go in,
this hookup with
try
the
a few
Almond
items.
Ranger. You know,
Because
Jack
it
tries
doesn't
to
taste
deflect
good,
attention.
we don't want
The
to
way
buy
he
a
does
lot
it
of
is he
stuff.
calls attention to it.
But if it does
He's
taste
like, I
good,
know,
then we'll
guys,
bring him
who
back
would
for
drive 5
activities
hours
for
to
our
go to a
Bible study
bakery?
and for our family.
But no, Jack,
our
everybody is
friends,
suspecting
you can all
that.
try
And you
it and
making fun of
everything.
it doesn't deflect it.
So they're going to be opening in about 20, 30 minutes. So we'll give it a taste, give it a try.
Just
If they're doing
one.
a good job, then we will bring
Okay,
home
so
the goodies,
they're there
and
early.
we'll
Blah blah
Pause it
blah. Here
for
we
a
go.
second.
All right.
Yep.
They're still in the
So-
car at this point.
I'm a little fuzzy on the logistics here. Did they drive to the bakery the night before?
It seems
Or
like they
if it's
did, and
not-
maybe stayed in a hotel
Then
or
why are they there
something, or-
35 minutes early? Like I don't. Or
because
did they leave at like 6 in the morning from their house?
okay, because all
And
right,
it's like 11 now.
hold
not
on, let's
11:30?
get the Jack timeline straight. Okay, so he was in the live stream Saturday prior to Memorial Day, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna go drive Memorial Day. We're gonna go drive. We're gonna go check out this keto bakery." Sunday wasn't Memorial Day. Monday was Memorial Day. He's saying that they're there on Memorial Day. So they drove Sunday night or Sunday at some point and stayed somewhere, because if you catch the beginning of this, I'm not going to rewind it, but he said that they drove past this location last night, earlier, at some point earlier, either it was the previous night or the morning of, to make sure that they didn't get lost. Like, they wanted to make sure that they were the first ones there, because this bakery sells out. So it seems like they stayed over at least one night, or maybe more.
That's a good point.
I don't know.
So people are saying, and people in the chat are basically saying that they got there early. They had to get there super early because Jack was afraid that he had heard that this place sells out of all of their product.
Yeah, no, he's made a couple logos or like graphics that say 100% sells out, blah blah blah. I don't know.
That's what we're
So
doing.
he's
It's a
still
game
going
plan.
on.
The other thing that's interesting is the red eye
Okay, guys,
that Jack
so,
is
yeah,
experiencing.
we're right
somebody in
right
chat
now.
noticed that his
Like,
pupils were
sitting
blown
there
out.
preparing stock
Do you
food,
think that
eating
Profile
food,
by
and
Sanford
I just feel
has
like
some kind of nutrient or
You're
vitamin
stuck
pill
with
that Jack and Tammy are
So
on?
anyway,
Like,
I'm
does
kind of
Profile by
upgrading
Sanford
from
rep any
what
kind of
we're
like
doing
diet
now.
pills?
So
Because
it's not
both him
like,
and Tammy,
you know,
for the
you
past
know,
couple of
right,
videos,
or anything.
their pupils have been
So,
completely
plus
dilated.
it's the holiday weekend. Yeah, that's right. We're filming
So
on
they're
Memorial
the only
weekend. It's
idiots
Memorial Day,
standing
so
outside of this
you wouldn't
bakery,
expect
and
a lot
the
of
the
business
people inside are
people at
probably
home,
like,
not working. But it's
It
weird
looks
to
like
should
a
we
see
classroom
call the
building.
in the
police,
middle of
or
industrial area.
It looks like a classroom
Right
building.
across from
Like,
the
that doesn't
college,
look like your typical strip
right?
mall.
Right
we have
across
a
from
fat
Mississippi
man
State
standing out
University.
here looking at us
Literally
like we're a
across
bunch
the
of,
street.
like,
That's pretty cool.
I don't know,
And by the
actors
way,
behind
whatever's coming out of those
glass.
doors
The
smells
best.
amazing.
He looks very hungry and angry. I don't know what to say.
Well,
And
Pink
then the
Chicken, you
police
missed
come
it in the
out.
chat.
We'll wait the time.
You missed it in the chat,
We'll
Pink
the-
Chicken, because
we'll
everybody was yelling at him
bring
about
this.
all the different
All right,
keto bakeries.
so I have
here
the
he is.
pleasure of being.
Oh, here
Keto
we go.
Bear.
Here we'll pause it for the drooling
We
portion
see
of
you,
this
Keto
video.
Bear. We see you, Keto Bear. We see you.
Neckbeard. Yeah, here we go. Continue. What were you saying I missed? I'm sorry. I did miss the whole chat.
People in the chat today, Pink Chicken, we're talking to Jack about how many keto bakeries there are in the greater Tennessee area. Because don't forget, Tennessee is not that big of a state. You could almost cover every corner of it from where Jack lives in a 5-hour drive. They're like, really, Jack? There are no other places? People were literally listing them in Jack's chat as to how many keto bakery and keto eatery places there are in Tennessee. Now, imagine how huge of a city Nashville is. And Jack was like, no, guys, you don't understand. This is the only place. This is the only place we could go.
A fucking liar, and a bad one at that.
pastry
All
chef.
right, here we
And
go.
are
Here
you part
comes the
ownership?
drooling part.
I am the owner.
Everybody
you
go
are
refill
sole
your
owner?
beverages
Wow.
of choice.
And
Remember,
I'm
pause it
Well,
for
I
a
do have a
second.
business partner that helps.
right.
Pause it for a
Sorry,
second.
I'm the-
Chicken.
Okay.
Remember, look at the expression on the guy's face. Not at this particular moment. He looks drunk there.
That's a great screen cap.
But watch the expression on the owner's face. You realize, remember with the Wendy's drive-thru, we were wondering what the manager of the Wendy's must have thought when a guy comes in as big as Jack with food stains, probably still has the napkin tucked into the top of his shirt, and they thought Jack was a special needs person. Watch this guy talk to Jack and tell me if you don't think that this guy thinks Jack has special needs. He talks to him very slowly, and he talks about his business, and he has this smile on his face. The owner of the business has a smile on his face, kind of the same way that you do when you talk to a person with special needs. About you're not really you want to treat them with respect, but you're not taking seriously everything they say. That's what I get the impression this guy was doing. He's humoring Jack, like, oh yeah, man, some rando guy who came 5 hours with his wife to my shop and is inviting me to his bedroom. Yeah, you're gonna be my social media consultant. Yeah, that's a good point, Ben F. Yeah, he's staring at Jack's stroke arm like, oh my god, have you done all this damage to your own body? I see you parked in the handicap spot. Did you do all this damage to your own body through eating?
But you're the idea behind it all, right?
Yeah, that's me.
That's all I care about. Honestly, that's all I care
Jack's
about.
This is
because
fangirling.
let me tell you what happened.
Oh my
so I read an
God,
article. They wrote about you. Okay, it went
Jack is
nationwide.
definitely.
I'm just
stroking.
looking.
This man
I'm
is
curious.
Piqued my interest. So then I realized you're opening another location.
We are. It's
We're
gone
at 4 minutes.
super fast.
So there's like
we started here. Let's start going.
There's almost 8
minutes
and it just
of
took
this
off, and we
bullshit.
have clients,
I mean, do you guys want me to
customers
fast forward
again.
through it? Because I
And
totally
people
We
will.
sure do. We sure do.
Okay, here we go.
When I was cottage food, foundation is set.
Sorry.
Copy paste, and that's what we're doing. Produced our own. That's how good they are.
What you're
That's how
missing
good
here,
they
by
are.
the way, I'm pausing it for a second. Jack is fangirling so hard that he's like, I kicked my son out of my house and now I have a bedroom. Please come live with us and make a bakery in Tennessee. That's basically
Yes.
all that you're missing here.
Okay, so you take care of
Yes,
your
Ben F. and Rusty.
diabetic.
That
So,
Jack literally stomped his foot because
Yeah,
he
I'm
can't
looking-
clap. He stomped his
So,
foot to indicate he was
all
so
right, let's
happy
check it out.
to be with
Wait.
Keto Bear.
And those are samples?
So cinnamon coated.
I'd be cutting those samples in that. Those are huge.
Isn't the intimates, the stomping thing like wasn't that like
Close. Look
a
at that.
thing like
That's the first
Oh, the way
example.
gay men
I wanna
signal
show
each
you how
other in
beautiful
Yeah,
airport
it is.
yeah, yeah.
bathrooms that
Gorgeously
Republican
cool.
I
senator
mean,
got
I've
busted
watched
for?
enough
Yeah.
Always Sunny
Food
to
porn.
know my
Some people get it, some
whatever.
people don't get it.
Good point, Ben F. Yeah, Jack. If you ever need to show an older person what a simp is, when they hear the kids say, "Oh, he's simping for
So
him,"
what's the shelf
Why?
life?
Why
Jack
does he
is
cover
simping
his?
for the Keto Bear.
Why does he cover his face every time he like laughs?
Wow. Okay.
I do it because I have admittedly bad teeth, but
He giggles. He giggles like an anime girl. He giggles like a Japanese teenager.
I can't believe this. I'm gonna spend so much money today.
oh,
He's literally tee-hee-ing. That's what he's doing.
Well, he
It's
sells them in
okay.
a 6, right? They come in 6.
No, you don't get. how
Jack,
good
just
this
come
is.
out.
I
It's
know.
Pride
Well,
Month.
we gotta take
we
a lot
got
back,
you.
so-
Hold on, let's turn the
We
camera around.
respect you more, actually.
Right.
Oh wait a second. Hold
No one's
the
doing
phone.
anything, chicken.
Okay. I saw something here. I heard something here. I want you guys to listen. Everybody be quiet for a second. Shh. Listen to what Tammy says.
Oh, geez. I can't believe this. I'm going to spend so much money today. I love it. All right. So, what do we get? A dozen of these, honey?
Well, he sells them in a 6, right? They come in 6.
No, you don't get how good this is.
I know. Well, we got to take a lot back, so.
Hold on. Let's turn the camera around and try it. Let Tammy try it.
She says God. You can't really hear it here,
What?
but I watched this like 3 or 4 times when he's like, "No, you have to try this. You have to turn the camera around. We want to see your reaction to it." She has the camera in her hand and she says, "God." And then jump cut, and now we're on Tammy in the front of the camera.
Watch this. There
And she hates being on camera, folks.
It's
soft too, which is amazing.
Look at him
why
looking
do I
at her.
like them too?
Look at her looking at Jack like, why the hell do you make me do this?
Fluffiest gluten-free.
When are you gonna hit the mat, Jack?
That you've ever had in your life.
No, it is. It is unbelievable. Okay, guys, it was worth that one bite was worth going 5 hours to get here. That
I'm sure
one
she
bite,
loved driving
and
your
we haven't
fat
even
ass
got- we're
out
just
there
getting
too,
started.
Jack.
All right. So, how many of those can we order?
He's got a whole bunch right there.
We got a ton.
Okay.
How many can we order? How many of these can we order?
Like, I've been
How
to
many of these can I shove in my
some
mouth?
some
All right,
holes in
who's
Northeast
the little lady over
Pennsylvania.
This is Bridget.
I can tell you
you
this
okay to be
this
on
bakery
camera?
ain't shit.
okay?
They have
All
one
right. What are
itty
you
bitty
working on right now?
counter. I've been
Monk
to
fruit sugar
holes
cookies.
in the wall that have wall to
How much?
wall
One
counters.
net carb. Guys,
Yes, they do
those
sell out.
who know about carbs know that's amazing.
You have to go
All right, let's
early.
go to the
It's
next
true.
product.
But like this is a tiny ass bakery in what is it, Mississippi?
Hold on a minute.
This bakery ain't shit.
Mississippi.
I understand, like, you know, you're just starting out, it's fine. But Jack's making this out to be the end all be all.
Oh, but don't forget, Ben F makes a good point.
Look at this.
Like 2
Look
weeks
at
ago,
this.
Jack, 2 weeks ago, Jack was talking on his live stream about how he doesn't eat sugar anymore. He has no desire to eat sugar. He knows what kind of damage sugar has done to his body. He realizes how evil carbs are. And here he is, driving 5 hours to Mississippi just to get a sugar substitute in his gullet.
Important question right now. Can I order these?
Oh yes, of course.
You can.
You know what? I bet you. Okay, because hold up. This bakery
Keto Bear-
sells out
Keto Bear,
every
Keto
single
Bear,
day.
can I say-
I bet you Jack closed down this whole fucking bakery for the whole Memorial Day weekend.
They sold out. They sold out when Jack
He
and
ordered
Tammy were
fucking
there.
everything. Nobody else got anything that weekend.
.com.
Okay,
I can order
continue.
these. And the other cookies I can order too.
I'm gonna order all the cookies. The
All of
cookies
it?
are all mine.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I just came. Oh my gosh.
He did.
No.
I get to have you anytime. I get to put you in my mouth anytime I want. I just go online at night. I can have you
No.
anytime I want.
Case
No.
right now, and everything you're going
No.
to see in this cooler case
Yeah.
does not get shipped. So don't get too excited if you're not in the area. If you're in the area, drive here.
Sure,
If you're
I
not in
love
the area,
it.
drive
I
here.
love it.
But these
Oh my
all
god.
do not
It
get
does
shipped.
not
gotta-
even
You
look
have to get the
appetizing to me.
location.
I've been in bakeries. This is not appetizing looking.
We,
Little poo-poos.
Keto Bear,
The little
Keto Bear or
poo-poos.
Almond Ranger. We have to make a decision. We have to have a poll. Do we call him Keto Bear or do we call him Almond Ranger?
I like Almond Ranger. I don't know. I like both of them. I can be swayed either way.
Amazed.
Almond
Oh.
Ranger in the streets,
Click on the link
Keto
down
Bear
below.
in the
You
sheets.
don't believe me? Just take a look at the pictures on the website. This is an amazing
Love
place. I
it.
feel
Love
like
it. Love it.
I'm
All right.
using land for diabetics.
Anyway.
It's great. I get it.
All right. We'll bring this back. What do you guys want to watch next? Because we're running down the clock here. We'll
Well,
watch one more, I guess.
We're almost at 2 hours. Maybe we
Yeah.
should wrap up.
We'll watch one more and then that'll
Best
be
cake
the
you
end of
could
it.
ever
Oh
taste in a minute
god,
to
hold
see.
on. All right, there we go.
This place is hidden. It's
Okay, we got
What's on the playlist?
I have Thanksgiving at the Wynn Hotel and Casino because that's hilarious. I got New Wave Oven Pro as seen on TV, which thank you to one of our new viewers who I hope we don't get copyright struck by that. Montel Jordan, I'm sorry, Montel Williams, New Wave Pro Plus, guest Jack Scalfani.
Almond Ranger, if you please. Keto Bear on his knee. Nah, we won't finish that.
Lazy Man Chicken and Waffles, Flip Burger, Nashville, Tennessee, Burger Wars, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, Long Beach, California. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think we should go with the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Everyone, racism, please. All right. Oh my god. Well, hold up. Well, let the chat talk to us. Here we go. Wynn Hotel. One vote for Wynn Hotel. One vote for racism, please. Montel.
Bish Bosh says Roscoe's.
Roscoe's. All right. We're doing Roscoe's. All right, here we go. Hopefully I got the right one because there were two.
So today, I know you haven't
bits
seen me in a
of
while, but today we're going to a place called
This
Roscoe's
is 4x3.
Chicken and
4x3.
Could have edited that out.
Shut up.
Wow.
These are
I
the
haven't
friends I
seen this
have.
one.
All right. Anyway, we're going to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and it's supposed to be like world famous.
Wow, this video starts
Never
off
had
with
a
a
chicken and
bang.
waffles. I didn't know they went together, but we're gonna check it out. So come on along
Cowboys.
with us. Okay, so we're here. Maybe this wasn't the best idea. I really didn't realize Roscoe's
What does the shirt
and
say?
Chicken and Waffles.
Zion.
We're not in the best area of Long
Again,
Beach, so
hidden Christian
all the
messaging
windows
early
like
in
have
Jack's
bars
videos.
on them and stuff. So you take a look over here. See? So anyway, if you guys back over here.
We could do Montel. We'll do Montel
If I
after
don't
this
make
one,
it out
real
of
quick,
this
because it's
meal
real
live,
short.
Sell this video for as much as you can. All right.
Oh God,
Let's go,
definitely. We
food.
definitely will do this.
Okay. All right. Look, there's people chasing us. No, I'm just kidding. I had to pretend. I was kidding. We were almost there. That was great.
Okay.
There's a sign, Roscoe's. Oh wow, they even have jazz here. Seabird jazz. Not sure what that means, but here's
I don't
what the
think I've
building
seen
looks like.
this one before.
And look, wow, it comes with a guy that looks like my buddy Paul that opens the door. Hi, sir. How you doing?
Is that the
Right.
Is that the
internet
infamous
detective
Paul? The
Is
one
that
that's
the internet
chasing
detective
us all?
Paul?
Oh, I hope
They got
this
the
is
Red
the guy.
Rooster hot sauce. They had that in Chicago, dude. That stuff's everywhere. Huh?
Did you see the big old
No.
No, is there an
has
Obama
nothing-
poster?
Well, that's where his
Where?
car keys
He's
go
a
on the
self-important
lanyard.
asshole, guys.
Oh, there's Michael right there. Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Oh, I think that's our waitress.
He's got a soul patch, guys. You
think
best
your
be
name's
on your
Roscoe.
best behavior. Oh,
Paul, the
Okay,
internet
so
detective.
I mean, keep an
No,
open
Paul
mind on
is
this.
Paul is
The
literally
internet
All right,
tracing
let's take a
us.
look at the menu.
Paul is
See what they got.
literally tracing all of us right
All
now.
right,
oh, good. I hope he is.
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Let's Polly boy.
Martin Luther
See.
King Cobra. I like your.
Oh, they got candy yams. Look at that. Candy yams, biscuits and
He's pack
gravy.
tracing us, y'all.
Oh, I'm sorry, biscuits and wow, we're gonna try a little bit of everything. Sweet,
Green
smoked
plates.
potatoes with gravy. Wonder what that's like. Okay, so we have a sample of their gravy.
I heard him mention Michael
That's like a-
Jackson.
Oh, it's beautiful. This is their Roscoe's
What
gravy.
the fuck?
So let's taste this and see what it tastes like.
steaming hot.
If you is it?
Yeah.
We'll take it off the top. Well, no wonder you just dug on the bottom, dude. Never dig on.
Dude.
What is that chunk? Is that it?
That's what I was trying to get
Is
at.
that like phlegm?
It must be.
Oh, it's onions.
Is that like
Is that onions?
phlegm?
Right.
Jack would be one to talk about that. He's hawking
this
the
is-
flug every
Really?
have
fucking
to-
It's kind
chat.
of a light brown
Pause
gravy.
this for a second. We have to now go back through more Paul-centric videos because when Jack is out with Tammy reins him in. Paul actually encourages the worst of Jack. I like this. Jack is being encouraged to be as much Jack as Jack can be, and it's hilarious.
Normal dude things.
Yeah, can't.
Maybe this was after
Can't
their
say.
weekend love session.
Wow, it's really
their
good.
weekend love
You
making.
Oh,
can
yeah.
a little black pepper in there.
Sure, in a bowl of gravy,
real heavy,
guys.
it's
It's
real
totally
It's a nice compliment.
homo, not
I bet that'd be
erotic.
great on biscuits. So yeah, I say we go with the gravy and onions. Let's do it. Okay, so they just brought me my waffles. Look at that.
Uh-huh.
Look at that.
then they
Look at
brought
this.
me
Look at that.
big
Look
old
at
piece
this.
of chicken here. Look at that, and a big bowl of
Look at
gravy.
that.
Yeah, look at that.
Exactly, Jabberwocky.
That's beautiful. All right, where do we start, dude? When you're eating chicken and waffles, what do you eat first?
You start with
Do you eat the
good
waffles
stuff.
or do you eat the chicken?
What
Huh?
came first, the chicken or the waffle?
Yeah, what came first, chicken or the waffle? That's a good one, dude. Paul came up with that. I can't take credit for that. All right, so let's do the. I'm gonna prepare my waffles first. Oh, look at this! Look how huge that is. There's two of them.
Is he gonna fold that waffle up and eat it like a
Ah,
pizza?
look at that.
It's gonna be like a taco waffle.
That's how you prepare it.
Oh yeah.
Now, then you flip it over,
Oh. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah.
flip it over, and then
It's
you
like Paul flips me over.
bring it back again.
Oh
Nice.
God. Ew.
That's
Well,
perfect.
he's equally covered in white sauce, you know.
All right, now that's all buttered up.
I'm just pouring it
It's
all
all
on.
buttered up, guys. Oh
The
yeah.
jokes-
Look at that.
The jokes write themselves,
Yeah.
folks.
Gastrosexual.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Literally sweet.
Is he gonna drink both of them? Come on,
he's
do
gonna
both
try
of
drink
them.
it.
Yes,
Use it all,
do
right?
both of them.
Yeah.
He doesn't
You know, I get
even know.
excited
He
by
doesn't
food.
even know how to use the syrup.
All right, so check this out.
Somebody
Okay.
make the handle
Can you
cum
run it?
waffles. I
Right.
dare you. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
This is their special mix for their waffles. They smell amazing. They almost smell like Disneyland on Main Street, don't they?
Oh my god,
They smell
stop
awesome
it.
when you get them
I'm
Can you
dead.
imagine
Oh
the
my
size of the tongue
god.
that's popping out? Watch this. There's got to be huge tongue.
It's watery too. Look at that.
Gotta be
Get
awfully
close, get
huge
close.
tongue.
I want to see that. There you go. Look at that. Just dripping. All right, here we go.
Oh yeah.
So good.
You can actually hear his lower jaw unhinge.
Wow. I've never had waffles like forever.
There's the money
These are the
shot.
best waffles I've ever had. Ready for chicken? All right,
What
here
the
we go.
hell was that shot?
Let me
Did
show
you see
you.
that?
It's
Yes.
your own recipe. If you open it up, go back to the skin. Oh, look how moist that is. I got some white meat and some dark meat. This is the
Wario.
thigh.
Yep.
Try some of this. Here we go.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh yeah. There you go. There's the money shot. Oh yeah.
They also have their own batter to die for. Absolutely delicious. All right, let's check the white meat real quick, and then we'll let you guys go. You don't want to eat my chicken.
Ben, pause it for a second, Pink Chicken.
Okay.
See if he can catch it right when his mouth is open too. That'd be fun. But this is the one thing that I've said, Ben
Go
F.
back a little
I've
bit
watched
further.
Jack interact with males. This is where Meat Marine came from. Because one thing you notice when Jack is hanging out with another guy, there's no homo jokes. There's no horseplay that guys engage in. There's no talk about like oh you know what you're doing, oh look at that all over your lips, ha 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 ha, oh look at this man, he's putting a hot dog in his mouth. There's no banter like that. Banter like that goes on with straight guys and gay guys.
We watch the Try Guys. I don't know if you guys in the chat land watch the Try Guys, but there's a swath of straight guys and gay guys and metrosexuals, and it's hard to tell who's who amongst the bunch, but
because they all talk
they all
shit
joke about
it.
And they joke about it, and it's totally fine and natural. I love it. It brings me life.
Happy Pride Month. We're not saying anything about that. We're saying that Jack doesn't do it.
Right.
Jack doesn't do it. That's not how Jack relates to other males. He's angry with women and he fangirls over dudes.
Yeah. Polly would be in the Boys Club. All right, I'm gonna start it back up.
If it was any good.
Do you think that's where the name of the Boys Club came from?
Juicy.
That's the back of Jack's sauce van?
I don't know, because
do you think that's why he has those wraps over the windows that you can't see
because
in?
I'm going to pause this for a second. I am a woman in broadcast media. If you look up the stats, 99% of the people that are in a broadcast engineer role are male. White males, old, whatever. I'm the 1%. So, like, the Boys Club for me is like, oh, they're excluding me from their conversations. It's fine. I don't care. I'm not offended easily. Doesn't matter to me. That's what the Boys Club means to me. To Jack, the Boys Club means something completely different that I'm not really sure what the fuck it is.
Do you know what I think the Boys Club means?
Sure.
I think when Jack and Paul have their special feelings after they've eaten, they climb in the back of Jack's meat mobile in
we're still not sure.
Both windows. Well, I think the Boys Club is the back seat of Jack's meat van, his sauce van, because you can't see in the windows. Remember we pointed it out, like, why does Jack's vehicle wrap opaque the windows? You can get perforated vehicle wrap, Jack. Why didn't they do that? That's Jack's little clubhouse. You can hear Paul and Jack climbing in the back of the van, having their little gay encounters, and Paul's like, you know what we should call this, Jack? We should call this the Boys Club. The back seat of your van is the Boys Club. I really feel like that's where that came from.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh, that's a good point, Ben F. I have watched a little bit of Arrested Development to know what you're talking about, but yes, Tobias Funke, Funk or whatever.
Bullfrog, you don't want to go in the backseat of the Boys Club with Jack in the meat van?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not the meat van. It's the sauce van. Because Jack doesn't make meat. Jack sauces meat. Jack looks at other men's meat and goes, I want to put my sauce all over your meat.
The meat van did get sold. But Jack is perpetuating the lie that he still drives, guys. Even though the meat wagon or whatever the fuck has been sold. He still drives, guys. Even though he can't fucking walk or
jump cuts,
whatever.
Jump cuts and lies.
All right, here we go.
All cooking with Jack is anymore.
He's going back in.
It's got flavor.
Yep. The Gunt van.
The Guntmobile.
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Quick, Paul,
to
the Guntmobile.
And where's the other one?
LA. There's like 4 or 5.
There's like 4 or 5 of them. Just look them up on the internet. If you live in Southern
The
California,
meat wagon. I like the meat wagon, but you guys pick. I don't care.
I've never had waffles and chicken.
The Gunt van is pretty good. Crazily is not a word. Correct.
God bless.
I like Guntmobile.
Oh, that was it? Wow, that was short. Hold up. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this. Alright, let me cue up the other one that we were talking about.
So, today.
Hang on. Alright. Fart. Alright.
The Ford 150 Gunt.
We're gonna do lazy chicken and waffles. That's what we're gonna do. Here we go.
I'm really excited. The whole kitchen's full of products.
This is the bottom of the barrel.
I have like the next 4 videos laid out, and I just can't do these videos fast enough. I have so much coming your way. All right, so just want to tell you a little bit about this episode. So I'm watching, before Valentine's Day, we're watching this movie called Dash of Love, and it's about a woman.
Tammy's making him watch some chick flicks again. Here we go. He's angry. Wait. Oh, this is the one I wanted to talk about. Look at Piggy in the back. Piggy is a Ninja Turtle. He's not a Ninja Turtle in his new videos. Look at him. He looks like Michelangelo. It is shaped the same Piggy way.
No, the eyes look different. We have to look into this.
Yeah, because he's a Ninja Turtle. He's got the little Ninja Turtle band on his face. He looks like Michelangelo.
He's a bandit Piggy.
Anyway, so there's that.
To be hers. One of the recipes, she did 3 recipes on the show, and all 3 recipes, I looked on the internet.
I think there are multiple Piggies, Evil Ash.
These recipes. So I'm going to do all 3 recipes on the show, but I don't have the real recipe. So I've had to watch the movie, see what she had laid out, try and guess how she made it.
Okay, so he got this recipe from the movie, is what he's saying.
There is no homework in these recipes.
Like, I don't know what
the person who wrote the movie never released it. There's
no also,
Lazy Man's
look at the arms on this shirt. Look, it's got to be like a 5'4" XL.
The Togo Mumu.
Going by what she said in the movie.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Jack, Evil Ash, there is no purpose for CU Piggy other than the fact that we like it.
I'm gonna do some of the chicken in this type of an ice cream cone. The real waffle cones. I'm gonna grind.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna do.
Okay, so I'm gonna start by saying.
Malfont.
I briefly watched this last night.
You missed Jack's openly racist behavior towards Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and the Long Beach neighborhood they're in.
I'm gonna briefly say this. Like, okay. Look at this bag here. Is my mouse showing up here? It says chicken wings. Okay, just keep that in mind. I'm going to play it again.
Chicken rolled in this.
Jump cuts and lies, guys.
We're gonna marinate.
Did you say that's a new
yogurt,
bullfrog?
And cinnamon and nutmeg. I have no idea amounts yet, and some honey. All right, so let's get our yogurt in the bowl.
Piggy has seen some shit. I mentioned that Piggy is like Samuel L. Jackson's character from Django Unchained. He has seen some stuff in the house. You gonna rinse that chicken, Jack?
Okay, wait. Okay, so here we go. So the package that we were shown at the beginning of the video was chicken wings. What are we seeing here? Is this a chicken wing? Does this look like a chicken wing to you? No. Okay. Anyway,
More.
continue.
Leave that open like that. I'm gonna pour in the
Jump cuts and lies, guys. Jump cuts and lies.
What
Plop.
the hell?
So we're gonna leave that marinating.
Oh God.
6 to
Plop,
12
plop,
hours.
plop.
If you can do it overnight in the fridge, do it overnight.
I had no idea this was coming.
First thing we're gonna do is just this hand mixer. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but
It's not.
I'm gonna crush up all these cones.
This is the
What
most
I'm gonna do
retarded
is-
way. Sorry.
I'm gonna try
I
and
know
break them in.
retarded
I think I
is,
can do it by hand, but
Word that
try
you
and
should
break them in
use.
here first. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
This is the
I
most
did them both
retarded
in
way
the
I've
Vitamix
ever seen to
blender.
make chicken and
I
waffles.
did that thing
but
by hand, and it didn't
We'll
go
go with
well.
it.
So here
somebody
is the
please send him a
waffle cones.
toga.
Here's
Jump
the
cuts
regular
and
ice
lies.
cream cones. Let's grab our nutmeg.
He must.
Little nutmeg in there. cinnamon.
Stop it. You're killing me.
Just
What the
Smoking hot
fuck?
cinnamon.
What?
Just kidding.
Why?
Jack,
no,
that is Jack inventing the
no.
cinnamon challenge. That is
Gently.
Jack inventing the cinnamon challenge years
Mixing
before
it.
the kids were doing
All right,
it.
workstation is laid
He
out.
just gassed
I've
himself
got
with the cinnamon.
chicken in the honey
What
yogurt
is
going into
what?
the ice cream
Oh my God,
cone
what?
crumbs. Say that 5 times fast. Into the basket, into the oil. I'm just
Ice
waiting for
cream
the oil
cone
to get to 350. Out of the oil, onto the paper towel over here to just drain.
Yes, basically Jigma. That you hit the nail on the head there.
Flip it over.
Okay.
Look how beautiful that is.
I
And
think
drop
this
it
is
in.
bringing it back to, we were talking about chicken and waffles earlier.
That pan
All right,
seems
so I
familiar.
saw a little bit of the batter coming up and floating. So let's see how it took.
Yep.
Just
Correct.
a peek. It's not done yet, but let's
Did
take a
not bring
peek.
the oil to temperature. Oh God.
Oh, that's not bad. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, it looks like
There
Oh
it
wait,
is.
hold up. Let me take
Lazy
your
Man's
thing down.
chicken and waffles.
Wait.
Okay,
Oh, we
little
got
dude, you
5
gotta-
seconds
you gotta
of the chicken.
There you go.
No, I want the gnome. What the hell
All right,
is
so
with
let's
the
do this
gnome?
one first.
You want me to hold up? Hold
No,
up.
no, I don't.
Hold up. Hold up.
Blah, blah, blah.
Waffles.
Wait.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There you go.
there it is. Lazy Man's chicken and waffles. Okay, little dude, you gotta move. All
Well, I really have no idea.
right, so let's do this one first. And I'll do this piece right here. Here we go.
Crunch.
Gil Prather, the Mensa
That
member.
one's not bad. I could eat that. They got a dark one. I had a dark one here. One of the first ones I did.
He's sweating like a whore in
Try that one.
church.
Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God. Ew. 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 Ew.
Oh, that's really good. All right, guys. So the winner is
Mensa
the regular
now.
ice cream cone, chicken and waffles. Give it a try.
All right.
His apron, because the shirt is so big and the apron is pulled so taut over his gut, his apron actually looks like an umpire's chest plate from baseball. Look at that. It looks like he's trying to get hit from fastballs. Yeah, there's a good golf ball sitting in his chest. You can make it yourself. I'm going to do everything for you folks. But yeah, this was... So his idea about how to make chicken and waffles was to take waffle cones, which are not the same material as waffles and not the same consistency as waffle. And the waffle is supposed to absorb the syrup. So the I have no idea. I'm lost. Guys, I had no idea that this is what Lazy Man's Chickens and Waffles was. Pink Chicken picked the video.
Chicken
I
and
am now sad and
waffles,
confused.
from what I understand, is you make waffles, either the whatever pre-made frozen Eggos, and have those as the base, or make if you have a waffle maker, make one of those. That's the base. Then you fry chicken, like deep fried chicken, like Nashville hot chicken before they put the hot stuff on it. Southern fried chicken, like you dip it in buttermilk, then you coat it, and then you fry it, and then you put that on top, and then you cover it with syrup, maple syrup. Like, it's not chicken coated in waffles. Although, I will admit, Jack
Look
doing this.
Look at the foreshadowing of his right hand. Look at how limp
Jack
his right
doing this,
hand looks.
admittedly, it doesn't look terrible, but we don't see him cut into it. Let me see if I can get a screen grab somewhere here.
Nope.
Like, it looks like he fried, like, it doesn't look admittedly bad. Like, that's not the worst fried chicken I've ever seen. Although, we haven't seen him cut into it. So do we know it's actually, cooked all the way through? We don't know. But is this the worst fried chicken I've ever seen? No. But is this the correct method to do chicken and waffles? Probably not.
But again, he has no thermometer there, so he doesn't know how hot the oil actually is. He doesn't tell you how long he does it for. He doesn't have a timer there that it should be, it should be in for a minimum number of minutes. He doesn't check the internal temperature of the chicken, which is important because it's bone-in chicken. Like, nope, none of that. Nope. Again, this is just Jack. This is going all the way back to the beginning when we talked about Jack's YouTube show just being like what a 5-year-old's idea of a cooking show is. Like, I want to be on TV, mommy, and I want to be playing with the food, and I want to make it, and I want people to compliment me. Well, Jack, there's a lot of preparation that goes into food, just making food in general. But making food for a cooking show, you have to do the mise en place, you have to put everything together, you have to make everything look good. Mommy, I don't want to do that, mommy wife. I just want to have a cooking show. I just want what I want, mommy wife. That's Jack.
Yeah, in a nutshell, basically.
Exactly, Yumi Freak. Jack, when Jack is, you can tell the food that Jack wants to eat because when he's around it, he can't wait to get it in his mouth. He sabotages his own show. Just he's like, well, I should be talking about this, but I want to eat it, so he shoves it in his mouth.
Yeah, I think the best example of that this week was him putting that paddle in his mouth, the oar.
Oh yeah.
The red ore, you saw it going up to where his mouth would be, and then
red
a jump
ore,
cut, and
sauce.
it never
Fat
happened. It totally happened.
Yeah. So that's Jack in the way back to making his chicken and waffles. We saw the chicken with waffles. We saw him reviewing Roscoe's chicken and waffles. It's always been a horror show, and it just hasn't gotten any better. And the only thing Jack has increased is jump cuts and lies.
All right. So we're at 2:21. We went a little bit over.
Woo!
Woo! So I think we're gonna finish it up this week.
Yeah.
But we'll have much to talk about next week. Everything that I haven't watched. Let me see if I could go back. Hold on. Everything that I didn't watch this week, maybe we should put in a live stream for next week. I had on here the New Wave stuff. I had the Thanksgiving at the Wynn Hotel. The Flip Burger somebody recommended I watch.
We have to watch it, and we have to categorize these things because Jack, I don't know if Jack's doing it on purpose or not, but he's not making it easy for us. He's not making it easy for Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man. He's doing fewer videos. He's not doing his Wednesday live stream. He's not cooking. It's so hard to come up with. It's so hard just that normally we like to do the Boys Club about, and he's not letting people talk in the live chat. He's banning everybody at the drop of a hat. So it's becoming hard to be Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man. Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man, it ain't easy, folks.
But it's necessary. I think we'll end it here.
Bullfrog, we will definitely review the Montel episode. We might make next
the
episode
Krabby
about
Patty.
his...
We should watch. But if we watch Babish, he'll probably
when this goes up as a recorded
us.
YouTube video, comment in our Facebook page, or we should make a place for requests for the video for the live stream.
Yeah. I agree with that.
All right, we will make that happen.
Okay,
guys, thank you so much for joining us this week.
We appreciate
all of it. Our YouTube statistics in the YouTube studio tells us that you guys are liking what we're putting down.
Yeah, you guys subscribed enough. We got our own custom URL, so now we're youtube.com/PC and TLM, I think.
Yes, we'll put that on the Facebook page. Thank you guys. We thought we were going to be celebrating. By the time we got on air with you guys now, we thought we would be just about celebrating our 100th subscriber to our YouTube channel. We blew through that, guys.
Yeah.
And thank you for spreading the word about Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man. You are taking notice. That makes YouTube take notice. That means YouTube recommends our videos to people who watch Jack. So when Jack watches that, when somebody watches Jack's chicken with waffles video, it will recommend us now. And for a guy, maybe if we get recommended by enough Jack videos, maybe Jack will see us because never see him. Never heard of him.
We don't have the community page yet, Malfanti. I think that's I'm gonna have to research that, but I think we're too few subscribers to have that yet. But
that's the next
when
step.
when we do, we will absolutely do that. But we do have a Facebook page. I'm gonna put it up really quick.
Don't forget to smash the like button.
Smash the like button and hit the bell.
I know all of you guys are.
Unlike Jack's
are
followers
OG subscribers, but if there's anybody here who hasn't subscribed yet to this YouTube channel, please do so. Join us and follow us on the Facebook page.
Yeah, and thank you for joining Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man.
All right, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here for us. We like being here for you. We will see you next Saturday at 2 p.m. for the Boys Club.
Hell yeah! Woo! Oh, I missed it. Hold on.
So we're gonna do the. It's okay.
Woo. Okay. Anyway,
it'll happen.
Woo.
All right, Bullfrog, Malfonte, Evil Ash, always fun. Yummy Freak, thanks for chiming in. Roger Thompson, that random Mexican guy. Hola. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Thank you for joining us, folks, worldwide. This is Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man signing off. We have to come up with an exit video so people know when we stop talking.
Bye-bye.
That'll be next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Push the button.